just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient. And you will have your pool in no time.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
Is SportsCenter.
I'm Ed Bank, and the Toronto Blue Jays have a chance to win their first World Series since 1993 this evening. They will host the Dodgers in Game 6 of the Fall Classic, holding a 3-2 series lead. However, ESPN's Harry Douglas says the Dodgers certainly have a chance at a Game 7, thanks to who's on the mound tonight.
If you're the Dodgers, you're feeling great, though, because the person that you have on the mound pitching is an elite guy by the name of Yamamoto, right? And the last time we seen him, it was a complete game.
You can hear tonight's Game 6 here on ESPN Radio. We will have coverage from Toronto beginning at 7 Eastern. To football, where the Dolphins have parted ways with general manager Chris Greer. Meanwhile, sources have told ESPN's Adam Schefter that coach Mike McDaniel will remain the head coach throughout the season. The Ravens have been fined $100,000 by the NFL for violating the league's injury report policy regarding Lamar Jackson a week ago. Bears running back DeAndre Swift is out for Sunday's game against Cincinnati with a groin injury. Washington quarterback Jaden Daniels will return from his hamstring injury. He'll play against the Seahawks. Falcons quarterback Michael Penix Jr. will be back on Sunday to face the Patriots. However, New England running back Ramondre Stevenson is out with a toe injury.
Hey, it's your resident Super Bowl champ, Chris Candy, coming up Monday. From the NFL to college football and, of course, the World Series, I'll recap it all in my upon further review at 7 a.m. Eastern. It's Unsportsmanlike right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Let's ride!
And off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR, presented by Dump One Cigar Bar. I'm Matt.
This is Jack O'Neill, and I hate Matt.
Paul O'Neill.
They're chanting Paul O'Neill's name.
Mute. And Mr. Toby Tomplin.
I gotta fade the bump and everything out, Scone. I was gonna go snag him for you. Scone forgot his headphones. So he's gonna have to go do that right now. But it is AFR here on a Friday, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. We obviously have a ton to get into today. Here he's back. He found him. There we go.
These aren't them.
Oh,
Mine on my desk.
Ah,
it's all right. I just got a pair though.
Those will do.
It'll do.
I'll do.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
Oh yeah.
All right. You know what I got to do?
What you got to do?
Plug them in.
That would help. Yeah,
Doesn't
you'd
work.
be able to hear. Mm-hmm.
There you go. Doesn't work if you don't plug them in.
Good. Check. 1, 2. Check.
Yeah, you know the problem with this is the 1/8 inch over here.
Yeah.
It's just the one ear. God, it's annoying.
You want a 1/4 inch? I got one in my bag.
we're talking lingo here. People know the lingo we're talking.
Inside baseball.
That's just how we're doing it over here on a Friday. Theriot in 1 hour, Phil Steele in 15 minutes. Let us begin as we do every single day.
It's time to pop the top on another edition of AFR with Bud Light. Drink easy.
It has been a wildly unstable week at LSU. Brian Kelly fired. The governor making his inflammatory remarks at the press conference on Wednesday. A day later on the McAfee show, on this show. This has been a firestorm of a week. Thursday night, Scott Woodward and LSU mutually agreeing to part ways. At least that's what the press release said. Now, I think if you've been listening and following along, this should come as no surprise. I've been telling you that before I could tell you who is going to hire the next coach or who the next coach is going to be, I have to know who's going to be hiring the next coach. And maybe in a certain vague way was alluding to the fact that Scott Woodward wasn't going to be here, and I think by now you all know that. It's pretty abundantly clear. And this all stems from a months, maybe even years-long feud. And it's unfortunate because a personal vendetta, political favors, and the governor's interference have led to this period of instability around LSU football and LSU athletics, which is very uncomfortable and unsettling. And they need to stabilize things. And my hope is that Friday can be the start of that. Now, I'm always going to give you my opinion, no matter what we discuss. And I'm going to say again what I've said before. Firing Scott Woodward, and make no mistake about it, you can send out the stupid press release and send members of the board up to a press conference to talk about how they mutually parted ways. Scott Woodward was fired, okay? The governor didn't want him in there anymore. The board appointed by the governor did the governor's bidding, and they kicked him out. Here's your buyout. See you later. That's what this is, okay? I don't think you're stupid. I think you are because you are listening to or watching this show, therefore you are an intelligent person. We can all understand, right? I don't think I'm saying anything that's wildly crazy. I think this is a horrible decision. Scott Woodward is a great athletic director. He is a Baton Rouge guy who loves LSU, who's in 6 years here, has won national championships. He's hired championship-winning coaches. We have seen LSU's athletics revenue go up. We have seen fundraising go up. We've seen new facilities. All the things that you want your athletic director to do, Scott Woodward has done an exemplary job. He is wildly respected in coaching and administrative communities. He is an objectively great athletic director, and you just kicked out a guy who loves your school, who's great at what he does, because the governor has a vendetta. That sucks. That sucks. That is nonsensical. It is self-serving by Governor Landry. It is an awful, awful decision. That's my feeling. There's no political bias laid in there. I don't care who you voted for. I don't give a rip. You want to know why I gave up on politics 20 years ago? Because of crap like this. It is political favors and wrangling and power struggles at its absolute worst. And it caused a great period of instability at LSU this week that I hope that they're able to come through. Now, there's three things. There's a press conference on Friday morning. By the way, press conference at 8 a.m., bad form. Like, who does that? I mean, I've been to thousands of press conferences. An 8 a.m. press conference is awful. They had it at the Lawton Room, which is attached to Tiger Stadium. It was Scott Ballard, the chairman of the board. John Carmouche, who's also on the board. He's the head of the athletics committee on the board. And Verge Ausberry, who will serve as the interim athletic director. Now, I believe there are three very important things that came from this press conference. First and foremost, the governor of the state for the last 48 hours has been screaming everywhere he can about how he doesn't want the taxpayers to have to foot the bill, that they would be on the hook for the coaches' buyouts. And I understand, because his political lackeys have been blowing me up today, getting into yelling matches with me about if I'm being dishonest or untruthful. Bottom line is this. Like I said a minute ago, you're not an idiot. We all understand what this is. Like, the governor is grandstanding. He's trying to create fear, knowing full well that, okay, by the letter of a contract, if LSU athletics goes belly up, then the state of Louisiana would be on the hook for these contracts. But does anyone think that LSU athletics is going belly up? And John Carmouche, board member John Carmouche, attorney John Carmouche, on the dais today at the Lawton Room said this.
The governor had a right to be concerned, and we're working towards solutions. Everything's on the table. But let me make it clear. The state has never, and the taxpayers have never paid for a coach and never will.
And the truth shall set you free. Let me be clear. The taxpayers have never will pay for a coach's contract buyout. Not me saying it. Not angry, bald, old, yelling radio guy. John Carmouche. Board of Supervisors, John Carmouche. Appointed by the governor, John Carmouche. Attorney, sitting at that dais today saying, never have, never will. Because I got news for you, Coach. If LSU, TAF, athletics, self-governing, can't afford to pay the buyout, then LSU ceases to exist, which will never happen. Could it? Sure. I had someone say to me today, oh, just because you drive down the street 30 times and never got a ticket, it means you won't? It's more like when I walk outside on a sunny day and get struck by lightning 17 times in a row probability. Jackass. Not Carmouche, the guy that called me earlier today. He knows who he is. That's number one. We could put and my guess is John Carmouche is probably going to get a call from the governor yelling at him because he basically contradicted him in that statement. We can put that to bed forever. Don't ever come at me ever again saying that taxpayers are going to be on the hook, have to foot the bill. It's nonsensical. It's disingenuous. It is a ridiculous semantical argument to try to fearmonger, to push your political agenda. I hate politics. Stupid. That's one. Two, God bless him. I mean, three times in this press conference, the men sitting on the dais had the opportunity to answer why did Scott Woodward and LSU mutually agree to part ways. Wilson Alexander had the first question out the chute and asked that and said, was there governor involvement? And here was John Carmouche.
The governor was not involved. The governor is worried about the state of Louisiana. His concern had to do with the state contract. LSU Board of Supervisors and Mr. Woodward decided jointly to part ways.
Cool. Yeah. We all believe that. And we all believe that I have some oceanfront property in Idaho I'd like to sell you. Yeah, the board, with no prompting at all from the governor, up and decided that they were just going to part ways with a successful athletic director. And the athletic director was good with that as well. We're mutually agreeing to this. Cobble asked a follow-up and was like, hey, I mean, won 2 national championships last 3 years in baseball, women's basketball won a natty, gymnastics won a natty. They've been all these metrics, they've been super successful. Like, hard to explain why you're parting ways. Is it performance-based?
It was a joint decision. The board and Mr. Woodward had discussions, and it was a joint decision. Thought it was the best for both parties.
That was Scott Ballard, who had no good explanation whatsoever, other than just to repeat the question and say it's a joint decision. By the way, I'm not crapping on Scott Ballard or John Carmouche here. They had an impossible task. Basically, the governor wanted to fire the athletic director, made them do it, and then they had to go sit up on the podium today on the stage and answer questions that everyone knows the answer to, but the answer is uncomfortable, so they don't want to give it. So they keep spouting this ridiculous line about it being a mutual agreement to part ways. And one more time, God bless, Brett Martell, even in the preamble said, I'm going to give you one more shot here to see if you want to explain why there's this parting of ways.
Like John said, it was a mutual agreement after conversations and with all the things that come into that, energy and family and what you're doing. And, nothing's off the table of why Scott and LSU had a mutual agreement that after those conversations that they mutually agreed that it was a good idea. Scott is a great human being. Scott is a good Baton Rouge LSU Tiger. It had nothing to do with any of that. It had everything to do with the path of both conversations, and they mutually agreed that it was time. It wasn't an LSU thing. It wasn't a Scott thing.
So there is no answer. And forgive me, that was Scott Ballard. Prior was John Carmouche. And I feel badly for them because they were tasked with explaining something that was completely nonsensical. That was an illogical decision. Scott Woodward being forced out was not made with sound logic and reason. And we've been through it. Did you read Ross Dellinger's piece yesterday? He took you back to the spring when a booster, board member, I'll tell you who it is, Lee Mallett wanted Will Wade to be rehired. He was going to fund the buyout for Matt McMahon and the rehiring of Will Wade. Went to the governor, who he's been a big benefactor of the governor, asked the governor to pressure Scott Woodward into doing this. Scott Woodward said no, pissed him off, and now here you are. Like, it's fundamentally absurd. This is why politics never needs to touch my athletic department. Like, go away. Go make roads and keep us safe and make good schools and get away from my football program, please. Go away. You do not know what you're doing. You do not need to have any involvement in here. And God bless the board members who are just wealthy people who bought seats on that board. And they get to have governance. It's what we're talking about is ridiculous. And it's created such instability. Now, I want to break. I'm going to come back because I do believe that there was a direction. I'm going to talk about Verge Ausberry here that is positive coming out of today that hopefully we're able to see LSU move forward. We'll bump Phil Steele by 15 minutes. I'll come back. I'll finish this conversation, and then we'll get to Phil Steele at AFR.
After further review.
Get Gordon and get it done. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. You've been injured in an accident. It's not your fault. Do what injured people in our state have done for 3 decades. Go to getgordon.com, getgordon.com, getgordon.com. Get Gordon and get it done. Hey, it's a great time of year, always. We're moving toward the holidays. Got the Get Gordon bicycle giveaway coming soon, where Gordon gives away bicycles to the less fortunate in our community. Just another part of his philanthropy. If you want to see more about all the ways Gordon gives back to our community, you can always go to GordonGives.com. That's GordonGives.com, GordonGives.com. There's so many different ways. We talk about the NIL deals with members of the G team. We talk about the laptop giveaway during graduation. Gordon's a great sponsor of Pat's Coats for Kids, which has been a decades-long charitable endeavor with Pat Shingleton in our community to make sure that every child has a warm coat during the cold weather months, and Gordon's been a great sponsor of that. We love to be partnered with Gordon here, and we encourage you, if you've been injured, you know what to do. Go to getgordon.com, getgordon.com. Get Gordon and get it done.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The First time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here. We eat out here. We watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient. And you will have your pool in no time.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp.
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
All right, glad you're hanging out with us here, Friday edition of AFR. We are presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I'm glad to have you hanging out with us here. So this press conference Friday, I think was it was very uncomfortable, and I think a gross failure to try to explain why we are where we are. However, I do leave that press conference today feeling optimistic for one reason. During that press conference, in no uncertain terms, when Scott Ballard was opening the press conference, and then John Carmouche led it as well. Carmouche gave this very clear statement about Verge Ausberry.
Verge is the ideal person to lead this department through this change. And I want to be very clear. He has full authority to do so. That includes leading the search for our next head coach and hiring our next head coach.
So that is so important because one of the things that has been really evident over the last week has been a void of a single authoritative voice. There's no university president hired yet. You have an athletic director that clearly was a lame duck that the governor declaratively stated was not going to make the hire. And you have no football coach, which is one of the reasons you have this really weird press conference with board members leading the press conference, which never happens. But what else are you going to do in this situation? So announcing that Verge has full authority to lead the search and make the hire is important because now Verge has the clearance to go make phone calls, go call agents, call coaches, take phone calls, do your due diligence, lead the search. Hey, it's you. Go lead the search. And Verge, who, in the name of full disclosure, obviously several years ago, along with Miriam Seeger, were suspended by the athletic department and the university in conjunction with some of those Title IX violations. That's fair to mention. But Verge loves LSU. He played at LSU, and look, I love LSU. Doesn't mean I'm qualified to go hire a coach. But he loves LSU. He played at LSU, and he's been an administrator at LSU for more than 3 decades. He's been through this. He's been in the rooms, had these conversations. He's aided in searches. He is supremely qualified to do this. This is a good thing. Verge also said at the press conference today that he's formed a committee. On the committee are the 2 men that were sitting next to him, Scott Ballard, John Carmouche. Also, Ben Bordelon, who played at LSU and is a great LSU benefactor, the CEO of Bollinger Shipyards. E.J. Kuiper, who is the president and CEO of the Franciscan Missionaries of Our Lady Health System. We talk about Our Lady of the Lake here. Well, FMOL is the giant multi-state health system that oversees OLOL and the whole thing. E.J. Kuiper is the president CEO of the whole thing. So, and then Verge said there would be one more who he did not name. So you've got a committee, and now on Tuesday, you're going to have a new president in place. You have an interim AD who has been given autonomy to go make the hire, has very smart business people around him that can now start to have these conversations, because you better believe if I'm getting questions about like what's going on over there, agents, prospective coaches, and the like have a lot of those similar questions. So now what you have is Verge and a handful of very smart, successful business people who can have these conversations and say, hey, look, I know this week was unstable, but like, here's what happened. Here's why it got the way it did. Here's our plan forward. Here's what you're going to see, right? President elected on Tuesday, hire a new AD, whomever, maybe it'll be Verge. I don't know who it'll be, and we'll move forward. We have autonomy to make the hire. Who knows? I mean, I've even had conversations where the new head coach could potentially have a say in who the athletic director would be. Apparently, that's not an altogether uncommon thing. So something worth keeping an eye on. But Verge said that when describing the type of hire, remember, like one of the big questions has been, what type of coach you're going to get.
Next chapter is we have to hire a football coach. We're going to hire the best football coach there is. That's our jobs. We're going to go out there. We're not going to let this program fail. LSU has to be in the playoffs every year in football. There's 12 teams that make it. It's going to expand here. We have to be one of those at LSU.
I love that. That is reasonable. 12, 14, 16 teams, you should be in the playoff every year. That should be the expectation. So the other part of it is, with what the governor said about contracts, is LSU not going to go sign a $100 million deal with a bunch of guarantees? Verge was asked that.
I've spoken to the board members on side of me right here and other board members, and our job, I was told to get the best football coach there is. And don't worry about that at all. So my thing is, we're going to go out there together as a team, and we get the best contract, get the best coach we have, and whatever it takes to get that person here, we will do.
So I want to be clear. The question was, hey, look, governor has said we're not doing these big contracts anymore with the big buyouts. Is that going to limit who you can hire? And Verge says, what you just heard. I'll talk to the board members. They said, don't worry about the contracts. Go get the best coach. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, now, you got the authority and the autonomy to go do that? Awesome. Sounds like you do. Off you go. And next week, things get back to normal. LSU's going to be in game week, preparing for Alabama. The focus will shift back to Frank Wilson making his interim debut, to Garrett Nussmeier getting healthier or whatever. Does Michael Van Buren have a series? Does the defense progress? Are they not facing a running quarterback like they did the last 2 years in Jalen Milroe, who they didn't want to tackle? A little different now with Ty Simpson. We start to have that conversation, and the people assigned with the task of going and hiring a coach get to go hire a football coach and focus on the thing they need to focus on. So while the last week has been clumsy, poorly handled, has created large amounts of instability, in my opinion, an awful decision to part ways with an excellent athletic director, today was a day where hopefully you got through the muck like Andy Dufresne, crawling through 400 yards of who knows what, and you're through it. And with the raindrops falling, you can reach your hands outstretched to the heavens and move forward as a program and as an athletic department. This was a big step. It was not great in any way. But announcing Verge as having autonomy to make this hire was a big step for LSU starting to make progress toward hiring its next football coach, which is the thing that all of us are most interested in seeing, obviously. All right. Brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Quick break. When we come back, our weekly visit with Phil Steele to preview the biggest games of the college football weekend.
AFR.
AFR is brought to you by our friends over at Clegg's Nursery with 4 locations in the greater Baton Rouge area. Siga near Airline, LA 16 in Denham, Mid-City on Donmore, Garden Center on Greenwell Springs. Buy local, shop local. Hey, want to remind you that over at Clegg's tomorrow, Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon, Clegg's on Sigan. One day only, 8 a.m. to noon, only the Clegg's on Sigan. The Baton Rouge Green Tree Spree is going on. For every Baton Rouge Green approved tree that's purchased, Clegg's will make a donation to the Baton Rouge Green Foundation. Help keep our community beautiful. So they'll have arborists on hand. So if you're looking for those trees to plant in your yard, even some fruit and citrus trees, they got them over at Clegg's Nursery, and all benefiting Baton Rouge Green on Saturday. Again, Saturday, one day, 8 to noon, Sigan Lane, Clegg's Nursery. It's the Baton Rouge Green Tree Spree.
Raising Cane's is our victory meal. Football fans are some of the most dedicated fans in sports. It's a fundamental quality we share, and that fuels every single order of our hand-battered chicken fingers. Wherever there's football, there's Raising Cane's. One love. Let's go.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Need security services you can count on? With Veteran Security Services, you're always protected. Locally owned and proudly serving the Gulf Coast, they're not some big national firm chasing profits. They're neighbors protecting neighbors. From petrochemical plants and healthcare facilities to port and maritime operations, Veteran Security delivers reliable protection you can trust. Choose community. Choose confidence. Choose Veteran Security Services. Visit veteransecurityfirm.com.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around the clock.
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Man, am I excited to talk football. Haven't gotten to do much of that this week. The weekend is upon us. Time to welcome aboard Phil Steele. Absolutely the best. PhilSteele.com. Make sure you get to YouTube. Take the Phil Steele Plus tour. And we always preview the biggest games of the college football weekend. Phil, thanks as always. How are you?
You know, I'm doing great, Matt. How about you?
Been busy, Phil, but excited to talk football with you. Hearing your voice is a great reprieve from everything of this week. Hey, let's start with Big 12-15 kickoff, if we shall. Penn State, Ohio State. This one probably had a dramatically different feel when the season started. Now it's number 1 Ohio State. They lived up to the billing. Penn State's 3-4. They fired their coach, and they're an 18.5-point dog at the Horseshoe. Any sense here that Penn State can keep this close, make it a game?
I think they can. You look at the overall talent that they have on both sides of the ball. Now, granted, it'd be better if Drew Eller was at the QB spot, but I think overall, when you look at them, they have the talent, but the offense just hasn't played that well. The defense hasn't played up to expectations. Ohio State does play up to expectations each and every week. I could definitely paint a scenario where Penn State makes a great game of this. I could also paint one where they get shut out and Ohio State wins 31-0. So probably lean a little bit with Ohio State, especially since the spread right now is under 3 touchdowns. But, the possibility exists for Penn State to make a game of this.
Vandy at Texas is another one in the early window, Phil, and I'm struggling to understand why Texas is favored in this game, but there they are, 3.5-point favorite over the Commodores. What am I missing here?
Well, the things I look at in this game, Matt, first of all, if you look at Vanderbilt and line them up player for player, Texas does have the edge talent-wise. And last week, Vandy didn't blow me away. They actually got outgained by 113 yards by Missouri. They're in a really good situation the last 2 weeks, being at home for those 2 games. Now they've got to go on the road. Last time they went on the road, they lost to Bama by 16. Granted, a late score in that game. But still, when you look at it, Bama had the first down edge 26-16 in that. And with Texas, granted, they have not played good football, especially the last 2 weeks, but they're off a 4-game road trip, basically. The last time they were at home was September the 20th. Now they're finally back at home. I think Texas is the better team at home, and they're going to be fired up because Vanderbilt's ranked top 10. They're not. They're way at the bottom of the rankings, so I actually lean with Texas minus the points in this one.
All right, Phil likes the Longhorns. In the ACC, Miami, which, of course, had the disappointing loss a couple of Fridays ago on that Friday night against Louisville. They're on the road at SMU. Canes are a 10.5-point favorite. Feels like it could be a tricky spot, though, for the U. What do you think, Phil?
Yeah, I definitely think so. In fact, Matt, had this game been played last week, SMU would probably be a 4 to 6 point home dog, maybe even a 3-point home dog, because at that point they were just coming off a big win against Clemson. But last week was a horrible situation for SMU. They were off the big win against Clemson, traveled back home. That was playing on the East Coast, then traveled back out to the East Coast in a sandwich situation with Miami of Florida on deck, taking on a team off a bye. And it got them. They still were going to win the game, and then Wake got the field goal that barely cleared the crossbar to beat them. But I think you see a completely different SMU team this week. Rhett Lashley is 19-4 straight up at home. And if you go back to Miami last week against Stanford, it wasn't quite 42-7. They had to tack on that touchdown with 26 seconds left to get the cover. I like SMU here. Like I said, I think if the game was played last week, they would have been a 4 to 6 point underdog. Now you're getting the benefit of last week's results, bumping this thing up into double digits. I'll take the double-digit home dog here.
Phil Steele is with us. Let's go to Jacksonville cocktail party with Georgia and Florida. It'll be the Billy Gonzalez era debut. Maybe an interim bump, Phil. The Gators are getting 7.5. What do you think?
I think the later we go in the year, the interim bump is less of a factor. We saw that last week with Colorado State, Wyoming. Colorado State had 0 interim bump. And I think when you look at these two teams, Florida's good, no doubt about it, but DJ Lagway will make some mistakes. Gunnar Stockton is the quarterback you want. I mean, he's got a 10-1 ratio this year, can also hurt you with the legs. Georgia knows how to win these things, and heck, the last 4 games have all been Georgia wins by double digits. I thought Napier was liked by the team. So I don't know if we're going to get that bump that you think. I do think Georgia's the better team here. I like the Bulldogs to win this one by double digits once again.
All right, be a big one for Georgia as they steamroll toward potentially a return trip.
And Matt, remember what I said about Georgia a few weeks back?
You said they would go undefeated.
They win the rest of their regular season games.
The regular season, yep, sure did. It sure looks like it's in play. We'll talk about Georgia Tech when we get there, which will be fascinating across that bridge. We'll talk about Georgia Tech coming up in a second as well. But Phil Steele's with us at PhilSteele042. Make sure you go to PhilSteele.com. Phil, you mentioned we've talked a good bit here about the Big 12 and the crazy races there. Texas Tech at Kansas State. I don't know, man. The Little Apple just always kind of feels like it could be one of those sticky spots. Texas Tech's a 7.5-point road favorite here. Maybe a little bit on upset alert?
Absolutely. In fact, play this game at the start of the year, Matt, and Kansas State's probably a 3-point home favorite. Remember, Kansas State was one of the favorites to win the Big 12, as was Texas Tech, and the game was at home. Then let's throw in the Ireland thing. And I'll tell you what, teams coming off Ireland struggle, and Kansas State sure did that. For the 4 weeks they had post-Ireland, they were horrible. They were 1-3 straight up, only win over North Dakota. Then they had a bye. Ever since then, they've looked like that Kansas State team you thought was going to be at the top of the Big 12. And when I say you, I mean the general public. Right. They beat UCF. They went and played Baylor, and at the end of the game, I mean, they kicked a field goal to take the lead. Baylor kicked a field goal to take the lead. They missed a field goal. Had they made that field goal, they would have beat Baylor on the road. They beat TCU by 13. They crushed Kansas last week. They look like the team you thought they were. So you're getting a team that probably would be a 3-point favorite as a 7.5-point dog. You're getting over a touchdown at home. I do think Kansas State's got a great shot at pulling the upset. And the final factor in K-State's favor for this one, Matt, is that they've actually covered the last 7 against Texas Tech and won the last 8 straight up. So they know how to take on Texas Tech. I like K-State plus the points in an upset here.
One more, Phil, before we grab a quick break. It's kind of a pillow fight in the SEC, but it's a short line. So I wanted to ask you about Mississippi State at Arkansas. Bobby Petrino's squad, a 4.5-point home favorite. Neither team has won a league game, so someone's going to break through. Who do you think it is?
The scoreboard. I'm gonna go with the over in this one, as you do in all Arkansas games, right? Because they have a very poor defense, but they have a really good offense. They can put. I remember 2 weeks back they put up 42 points on Texas A&M for crying out loud. Yeah. And Mississippi State's defense the last 4 weeks has allowed 456 yards per game. They're sort of wearing down as the season goes on. They've got a good quarterback in Blake Shapen. They've got the running backs with Booth. And so I think overall when you look at this game, I'm going to go for the points. I think Arkansas wins it. I'd be a little leery about laying the 4.5, so I'll take the over in this one.
He is Phil Steele. It's After Further Review Friday shows brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Phil, sit tight, grab a quick break, come back. We'll get through the rest of the afternoon, the evening games. Love telling you about Evermore, EVA-MOR, Evermore.com. Drink it every day. Encourage you to do so as well. EVA-MOR, Evermore.com. Natural artesian water, a Louisiana product bottled right there on the North Shore there in Tangipahoa Parish. And with national distribution, it's an incredible success story. It tastes great. It's a better form of hydration. It's a healthier alternative for your family. It's Evermore, EVA-MOR, Evermore.com. Find the local retailers near you, or, of course, you can always buy it online at Evermore.com. Okay, we continue with Phil Steele. When we come back, we'll wrap up with the afternoon and evening slate. Stay here on AFR.
AFR.
If you're thinking of selling your home, call Darren James. Why would you call anyone other than the realtor that literally sells more homes than anyone? That's Darren James. Agent225.com, agent225.com. It's a website, agent225.com. Darren James, #1 in the state of Louisiana on the transaction side, meaning no realtor in this state gets to the closing table more than Darren James. He's got the systems, the processes, all in place, and he'll give you exceptional customer service. Agent225.com, agent225.com. When you're there, by the way, there's a home value tool on the homepage. If you want to know, using local market data, what your home would appraise for today, again, using local market data to give you an accurate number, go to agent225.com, hit the home value tool right there on the homepage, type in your address, boom, in seconds, you'll have an accurate estimate of what your home is worth, courtesy of Darren James.
Think real estate, think Darren James.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Builder School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgout.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority.
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Got Phil Steele with us, as we do every Friday here on a Football Friday, previewing the biggest games of the football weekend. You can always go to philsteele.com, S-T-E-E-L-E, philsteele.com. That Phil Steele Plus Tour, it's embedded right there on the homepage. Make sure that you check it out. Phil, let's jump into the afternoon window. And, man, South Carolina, this close from pulling the upset a week ago. Now they got to go on the road to Ole Miss, where the Rebs are an 11.5-point favorite. Thought that number might actually be a little bigger. What do the Gamecocks have left in the tank heading down to Oxford?
Yeah, I agree with you. I thought the number would be closer to 14 as the game comes in. But, now you look at Ole Miss. They're coming off that big win. You look at the rest of the schedule. You say playoff. They're going to be 11-1. They'll be a big favorite in all their final 4 games this year. And they sure were impressive last week against Oklahoma. But this is the type of spot they sometimes trip up in, or at least get a scare. And I think South Carolina's the type of team that can throw a scare India with Lenora Sellers, a quarterback, a decent defense. Now, they're not last year's defense, but they are holding opponents to 58 yards per game below their average. So I like Ole Miss to win the game. I do like Ole Miss to make the playoff this year. I think they'll be 11-1 at the end of the season. But I'm going to take South Carolina plus the points here to keep it closer than expected.
I mentioned that we would get back into the ACC with Georgia Tech, and they keep chugging along here, Phil. They're just winning. They're ranked in the top 10 in the country now, and Georgia Tech is on the road at NC State. It's a 6:30 kickoff. The Ramblin' Wreck, a 4.5-point favorite. Maybe some magic there up in Raleigh?
Yeah, Carter Finley's tough at night. They pull a lot of upsets there. They've got a good quarterback in C.J. Bailey. And the thing with Georgia Tech, they seem to play better as an underdog than they do as a favorite. And the pressure is all on Georgia Tech at this point in the season. And I call it unbeaten pressure, and we see it happen each year. These teams that are ranked, they start looking at the numbers. Where are we going to be here? Where are we going to be in the rankings? Are we going to be here? The other team's just playing to win the game. And so I do like NC State plus the points. I think Georgia Tech might escape with the win. They are the better team, but NC State's going to give them everything they want.
What do you think about Oklahoma and Tennessee? This one's in Knoxville, and for both, Phil, it feels at both at 6-2 on the season, feels like a de facto elimination game from college football playoff contention.
Yeah, it clearly is. And I think, you look, Oklahoma's got an excellent defense. Excuse me. They holding opponents to 131 yards per game below their average. Tennessee has an excellent offense. They're averaging over 100 yards per game above what opponents allow. So I think that's a pretty even battle. On the flip side of the coin, Oklahoma's offense is average, and Tennessee's defense, especially pass defense, is average. I think John Mateer will have his best game since he got injured. And so that's good. Dates all the way back to the Auburn game where he threw for 271. I think we'll see him up there again because of Tennessee's pass defense. But the thing is, can they stay up? And Neyland is a tough place to play. I would have Tennessee favored by about 3 in this game. What's the line?
I'm looking at 2.5. Tennessee 2.5.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd probably stay away from this. I think it's going to be a highly competitive game, an elimination game. I think it's going to be one of the best games of the weekend. I can come right down to the wire.
Couple more for you, Phil. And Phil Steele's with us again on Twitter at PhilSteele042. Make sure you pick up that Phil Steele College Football Magazine, Barnes & Noble, of course, and Books A Million. How about this classic Big Ten battle? Southern Cal against Nebraska. It'll be played in Lincoln at night on NBC. USC's a 4.5-point road favorite there. Little Phil, there's a lot of sticky spots on this slate. This is another one that I think. USC, potential trouble there in Lincoln?
Yeah, and, Matt, looking at the two teams this year, I definitely feel USC is the better team this year. Now, they are down to like their fourth-string running back in King Miller the last 2 weeks, and last week struggled to move the ball in Notre Dame. But overall, I think they have the better defense. Or than the better run game or the better passer in Jaden Maiava. But Dylan Rail is not bad, and they've got Emmett Johnson at running back. And, Nebraska's defense is holding opponents to 66 yards per game below their average. Now, they've just been getting by teams and even lost at Minnesota a few weeks back. But this is a huge game. It's NBC. It's at night. In fact, Matt Rule was talking about this in the locker room in the post game after Northwestern. Hey, we got a huge game, NBC at night. So I think you get the best performance on Nebraska. And then the big stat here, how about USC whenever they travel to the Eastern or Central time zone? 1-14 straight up and against the spread. Ooh. So I'm gonna take Nebraska plus the points in this one to pull the upset.
Love it. All right, couple more here. Just because it's on the slate and people here tend to like the SEC, I'll ask you about Kentucky and Auburn, Phil, with really no other reason to ask you about Kentucky and Auburn.
Yeah, it's a game where I can make a case for Kentucky, Matt. They've been playing better. I mean, Cutter Boley threw for 5 touchdown passes last week against that Tennessee defense, and Auburn, if not for the schedule, at Oklahoma, at Texas A&M, Georgia, Missouri, and back-to-back weeks, probably would have a better record. But Auburn was fortunate to get past Arkansas last week with those 2 interceptions setting up scores at the end. I lean with Auburn definitely to win the game, but they're laying a lot of points here. So maybe a slight lean with Kentucky plus the points.
All right, finally, Phil, the one that I'm going to be fascinated to watch. It's a late-night game. It's 9:15 Central on ESPN. It's Cincinnati. They're at Utah. And we were talking about it yesterday. It stinks to high heaven. Cincinnati 7-1. They're undefeated in the conference. They're on the road at Rice-Eccles. Tough place to play. But Utah is a double-digit favorite, 10.5. You got to help me understand this one, Phil, because Cincinnati looks so tempting in the spot.
Yeah, and Matt, I like Utah here, and let me tell you why.
Okay, let's go.
First of all, when you look at Cincinnati, look who they beat. Bowling Green, Northwestern State, Kansas, which has sort of been average this year. Iowa State, when they played Iowa State, the Cyclones were down 6 defensive starters for that game. They beat UCF at home, Oklahoma State, and then a Baylor team that's been super disappointing. So as good as Cincinnati has played, and I like them, they were my dark horse pick in the Big 12 this year. They really haven't played anybody. And now this is a team that's had a bunch of losing seasons in a row, playing a big game on the road. Plus, the game's at 10:15 at night, so you got a team traveling from the Eastern time zone. This game's going to finish about 2 o'clock in the morning, their body clock time. Now, let's look at Utah. Utah had that bad fourth quarter against Texas Tech, yes. And last week against BYU, or 2 weeks ago, I should say, they went for it on 4th down 3 times deep in BYU territory because Whittingham was so confident. They had a 100-yard edge on BYU in the game, but came up 3 points short. Last week, they dominated Colorado, and that was with backup quarterback Bird Ficklin. They've got a great offensive line, one that's up for the Joe Moore Award. They've got a tremendous defense, one that's holding opponents to 110 yards per game below their average. On the season in Big 12 play, Utah is plus 133 yards per game. And you'd think Cincy would be in the same neighborhood with their undefeated record. They're plus 14 yards per game. They're doing it sort of with smoke and mirrors. So better defense, better offense, better offensive line at night, at home, and in the altitude. I'll throw that in as well. I like Utah minus the points here.
Utah, big number, and Phil's going with the Utes. Phil, no LSU game this weekend. We'll preview Tigers and Bama, see if maybe the Tigers get an interim bump next week. Doesn't sound like you're feeling it, but we'll talk about that when we get there next week. In the meantime, let's remind people about the Phil Steele Plus tour there at philsteele.com.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Matt. Yeah, the tour had another great week last week. We've got 5 selections this week and 5 quick hitters. It's all absolutely free. You just go to philsteele.com, and right there on the front menu, take the Phil Steele Plus tour. The selections are 11-6 the last 3 weeks, and the quick hitters, 5-1 last week, now 22-8 over the last 5 weeks. 5 selections, 5 quick hitters, all free. Just take the Phil Steele Plus tour. And I guarantee you, Matt, LSU will not lose this weekend.
We could all agree that would be a wonderful thing. We need a little bit of peace and solace in our life this weekend. Phil, you're the best. Thank you as always.
All right, sounds great, man. Always great talking to you, my friend.
We'll do it again next week. That is Phil Steele. It's After Further Review. We're brought to you by Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry, lmfj.com. lmfj.com for Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. Of course, gents, if you're thinking of popping the question, no better place to go than Lee Michaels. He's been helping Louisianians get engaged for 4 decades. Maybe you have an anniversary coming up. Excellent. You trade in that old diamond. You can maybe upgrade, trade in your old diamond for a newer diamond. You could certainly do that at Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. Very popular option. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's earrings or a pendant or bracelet or a timepiece, beautiful watches. There are so many options for that perfect gift, whatever you do. Just make sure that you thrill her with a gift in the red box from Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. lmfj.com. lmfj.com for Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. All right, y'all, it is After Further Review. It's Football Friday. We are presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar in studio today. Terriot's here coming up after the top of the hour. We'll get to all the good Football Friday stuff with Theriot. Picks here in hour number 3. Ton to do and glad you're hanging out. It's AFR.
AFR.
Temps in the 40s this morning. It was inevitable. I mean, it literally happens every year. I mean, the cold weather comes. And then we end up cranking on our heaters. Have you turned on your heater yet? If you have, but you have not yet called River City's 1 Hour Air, that's a problem. I'm going to give you the number. I want you to call River City's 1 Hour Air and ask for the preseason heater safety check. This is standard maintenance that you should get done every year. I do at my home, so I practice what I preach. I joined the maintenance club at River City's 1 Hour Air a decade ago, and twice a year they call me for the AC tune-up and the heater safety check. And it's complimentary service when you're part of the maintenance club. But even if you're not part of the maintenance club, that's fine. I mean, I'd recommend it, but that's not fine. That's fine. You still need to get this heater safety check, especially if you can't remember the last time you had your heater inspected. Make sure that it's efficient, it's clean, and it's safe to run during the coming cold weather months. River City's 1 Hour Air, 752-0001.
Trust isn't given, it's earned by showing up, leading the way, and performing at your best when it matters most. Our Lady of the Lake sports medicine experts know what it takes to improve performance and build champions at every level. That's why LSU chose Our Lady of the Lake as its championship health partner, trusting Louisiana's best medical team to care for our state's best athletes. From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
I trust the lake.
While Louisiana politics can seem like they're from another planet, Moon Griffon isn't afraid to bring politicians back down to earth. Listen to the Moon Griffon Show weekday mornings at 9 on Talk 107.3.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment. Dave's back on. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Raising Cane's is our victory meal.
Football fans are some of the most dedicated fans in sports. It's a fundamental quality we share, and that fuels every single order of our hand-battered chicken fingers. Wherever there's football, there's Raising Cane's.
One love. Let's go.
Supreme Jasmine is premium American-grown rice. From local farms to your table, every grain is supreme. Pick up a bag of Jasmine or any other of our Supreme American rice.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team colors, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Builder School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
Every winner knows a great play starts with a solid game plan and the right team by your side. At Sunshine, we're here to keep your operation running strong. From tractors to harvesters, we've got the John Deere equipment you need to tackle every job with confidence. Because when the work's done right, there's more time for the things that matter, like cheering on your favorite team. Make Sunshine Quality Solutions part of your playbook this season and learn more about what it means to be powered by Sunshine at sunequip.com.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has...
Yeah, so we just mistimed that by a little smidge. So SportsCenter's coming up in 60 seconds. Then Theriot, this is a good opportunity for remind you about the Williamson Eye Center. Call 924-2020, 924-2020. You want to see 2020? It's easy. You call 924-2020. Instead of grabbing those readers like Theriot's doing now. Can't read a menu, can't read his phone. Old guy's going blind when it comes to something right in front of his face. Yeah, that's what you got to do. Hold it. Tilt that back the far away thing. If that's you, then tilt the head back, hold the phone far away, and you do this thing with your face where you go, squint your nose down. You go like, see it. You want to stop doing that forever? Call the Williamson Eye Center. 924-2020, 924-2020. Have that consultation with Dr. Blake Williamson. He'll get you in, tell you what the best solution is for your specific issue, and they'll take care of it. It's the Williamson Eye Center. Call 924-2020 or WilliamsonEye.com. Ariel, Sports Center is right now, and then it's Theriot on the other side. Here you go.
This is Sports Center.
I'm Ed Duncan. The Toronto Blue Jays have a chance to win their first World Series in 32 years. Tonight, they will host the Dodgers in Game 6 of the World Series, up 3-2. You can hear tonight's game on ESPN Radio. We'll have coverage from Canada beginning at 7 Eastern. Designated hitter George Springer will be back in the lineup for Toronto and will lead off. To the NFL, the Dolphins have parted ways with general manager Chris Greer, and sources have told ESPN's Adam Schefter that coach Mike McDaniel will stay on as head coach through the remainder of the season. Bears running back DeAndre Swift is out for Sunday's game against Cincinnati. He's dealing with a groin injury. For the Bengals, Joe Flacco is still hoping to play despite dealing with a shoulder injury.
I think it's gotten better. Like, there's certain things about it that have gotten better. I feel like I just not having dealt with it before, but I feel like it's something that definitely you can feel improvement on day to day. But at the same time, it's one of those things that, you can aggravate it.
Meanwhile, another quarterback is set to return. Jaden Daniels will be back when the Commanders face the Seahawks. And Michael Penix Jr. will be back for Atlanta when the Falcons take on the Patriots without running back Ramondre Stevenson. He is out dealing with a toe injury. And the Chiefs will be without running back Isaiah Pacheco when they face the Bills on Sunday.
Hey, it's your resident Super Bowl champ, Chris Candy, coming up Monday. From the NFL to college football and, of course, the World Series, I'll recap it all in my Upon Further Review at 7 a.m. Eastern. It's Unsportsmanlike right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Let's rock!
It's that Louisiana boy, yeah, they call him the Riot. Born and raised in the swamps, on the fight like a tiger. He going beast mode, baby, he a beast though. What you think he supposed to do? You picture better reload. Get the point.
After further review, the Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot, presented by Alpha Customs. Alpha Customs, Prairieville and Lafayette, and online at alphacustoms.net.
Well, how's your week going?
Week was good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, but good. I'm full of good ideas.
Here comes Theriot. The
time. Scudero delivers, and the Giants lead 4-3 in the 10th.
The wave pool, although probably full of bacteria, flesh-eating parasites, and the occasional turd, provides endless hours of fun. It's not cool to have a 30A sticker on the back of your grocery go-getter. Big fan of the truck.
The Riot Radio Hour.
Hour 2, off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I'm Matt. Shut up, kid. Paul O'Neill.
They're chanting Paul O'Neill's name.
You, sir. Hey! We're here. Glad you are as well. Get out there and make it a good one.
Yo, bruh.
Look at you looking dapper today.
Yes, indeed.
Little sport coat on.
Sport coat. Got some. Got the dark cherry lizard skin boots
Let
going
me see
today.
them. We decided to dress up today. What's the
Ruckus doesn't have those.
No, they don't. What's the occasion?
Friday.
You weren't at press conference as a member of the board or anything like that today?
Friday. It's just a Friday.
Didn't need to dress up?
Just a Friday.
No need?
Nah, I mean, yeah, there was a need. Friday.
It's Friday.
Friday.
You got no job?
Got no job.
You ain't got stuff to do?
Nah, I had a lot to do. It was a good day, though, man.
Glad you had a good day.
Yeah.
Are you going to Boots on the Bayou tonight?
Yes.
You going to go watch Keith Urban?
Yes, I like Keith Urban.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything he sees. I just know that he was married to Nicole Kidman.
You really don't know any Keith Urban songs?
Could not name you one.
You probably, when you hear a few,
Maybe.
you'll probably
like
remember.
What would I know?
Well, I don't know them either, but when I hear them, I'm going to remember them.
You can't. You don't know them either.
I mean, when I hear it, I'm going to know it, and I'll know the words too.
Oh, I hate country music so much. I hate country music.
Really?
Yeah, hate it. It's the worst genre ever.
Oh,
It's terrible.
Man, I just got to disagree. I'm a fan, but anyway.
You can be a fan. That's fine. I'm not.
It's fine.
Just opinion.
That's cool.
I'm not telling you you're wrong. I'm just telling you my opinion.
And you're entitled to your opinion.
And you're entitled to be wrong.
And you're entitled to your opinion.
How was your week? Did you have a good week?
Man, every week's a good week. Yeah, it was a good week.
When you wake up on the other side of the dirt.
It was a good week.
Good day. Say that every day my feet hit the ground.
Yeah, it was.
Say thank you, Lord.
Yeah, you have to.
Thank you, Lord, for this day.
You have to.
Thank you for the opportunities to glorify you in all that we do. Thank you for the blessings of life and the challenges that make us stronger. That's my daily devotion. The second I wake up, first thing I say every day out loud. As I go walk to my cold plunge.
I love that.
Yep, that's what I say.
Love it.
And you know what else?
What else?
Ever since I started taking BPC 157, like when I get up in the morning, my back doesn't really hurt at all. It's amazing. Like I feel so much better when I wake up in the morning. I'm not like creaking through the house to like get moving.
Do you thank the Lord for BP 157?
BPC, Body Protection
BPC
Compound
157?
Yes.
You do? You should?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Whoever developed that, it's peptide. Whoever realized that pentadecapeptide, it's 15 different amino acids. Yeah. Well, the Lord had to put that in someone's spirit to combine the 15 amino acids.
There you go. Now you're now.
Pentadecapeptide.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Love that.
Yeah, so it's been an interesting week. A lot going on.
Yeah, I know.
Out on the campus. Last couple weeks. I guess a week and a half.
It only feels like it's been a week and a half. It's been 5 days.
Whoa. Really?
Yeah.
Last 5 days.
It's been 5 days.
Yeah. So lots been going on out at LSU. So, and I've been involved in some of it, and I enjoyed it. By the way, we should talk about that later. The presidential.
I didn't know if you could talk about that. I thought you were talking about Brian Kelly and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, I might not be able to. Never mind. We can't talk about that.
No, you can talk about the presidential. Well, it's public that you're on the committee, the presidential search committee.
Yeah, I don't know if I can.
And I've said it a million times. Like everyone knows, the governor wants Wade Roos from McNeese. Like everybody knows that. The three finalists are public. We all know it's Roos and who's the guy from Alabama, right?
Yeah.
And then the guy from Arizona. Is that the other one? Those three. I don't know any of their names. I don't even care.
Yeah.
But everybody knows Roos is going to get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you get to vote, or are you just making recommend? Oh, you get to vote?
I mean,
I don't know if y'all just
for the final 3. I don't vote on this. No. I'm not on the board.
Oh, the board votes?
I think.
On the president?
I don't know.
So you just were on the part of the committee that whittles down the finalists.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's what you did.
I whittle the wood.
You whittled.
I whittle the wood. I trim the fat. That's what I do. Anyway, I penned a letter to the LSU football fans is what I did. Because they got a lot of action surrounding LSU football. I got some national media, tons of national media going on. We got
can't wait to hear it. Like the head, here it go.
Yeah, we got heads of the state coming on 104.5 ESPN. Huge.
Welcome to come back anytime. I told him, hey, you have an open forum. Hey, something the governor of the state wants to come on.
Pretty awesome.
Come on. There's stuff I disagree with. There's stuff I agreed with him. There's stuff that I just think he's dead wrong and he's piped down.
And you're entitled?
Yeah. And he's entitled to be wrong.
So here we go. Dear LSU Tiger football fans, probably everyone listening.
Yeah.
Let me try to explain something to you guys. And I'm going to say this in the most elementary way that I know how. Actually, it's probably more elementary way, but this is just the way I wrote down. Okay. There exists a group of extremely smart, sharp, polished, successful, calculated, fair men and women who have guided our beloved university for a very long time. It's relatively the same group of folks who assisted in hiring Jay Johnson. I think he's done okay. It's also the same group of folks who decided it'd be a good idea to bring Coach Kim Mulkey back to Louisiana. Pretty good. I think that was a pretty good hire. That's just 2 examples. Those 2 hires have produced a couple national championships in a very short period of time. Now, Matt, I consider myself a level-headed guy here most of the time. So I'm going to say this. Ryan, me, myself, I'm choosing to trust some of the brightest men and women that our state has to offer to guide our leaders in this process as we enter into a new era of college football in Baton Rouge. Contrary to popular belief, these hires are not made by a single person. No one person can make these hires by themselves. It's vetted by multiple people who all provide great feedback as the process takes place. Yes, the athletic director is ultimately judged by his or her hires. I don't know if that's fair or not, but he is, or she is. But I can say this with confidence that he or she will have an amazing team of folks to help and assist them in making whatever hire that may be. We should have confidence that this group of folks will do exactly what they did when they assisted in the last few amazing hires. At least I am confident that they will. Now to the next head coach. Got a few boxes that I want to check, Matt.
Okay.
This is me. This is Rye.
Like to hear it? Here it goes.
This is just Rye.
Big bad Rye guy.
This is Rye. Search Committee Rye.
Search Committee Rye.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right. Okay. First, I'd appreciate your consideration for this. I need the next hire to have some sort of accent. Doesn't have to be a Cajun accent, but I'd like something that is unique. It could be the Northeastern accent. I love that one.
Why?
I even like the American Indian Arizona accent. I think it's awesome. We could do that.
Why?
I want an accent. I don't know why. That's when I was thinking through this, that was one of the, I said, you know what? I would like an accent.
On the coach.
On the coach.
Not the AD.
No, coach. This is coach.
You know,
we got the AD figured out.
The coach. Oh, do we?
We're going to get it's going to be a great hire.
You know who it is?
No, I don't know who it is. We got a lot of folks that can make this happen. Okay? All right. I'm good there. I feel good there, but this is the coach. All right. Second, I'd like a coach who makes me laugh. Specifically, I want him to make me laugh in interviews. Okay? Now, I don't want to be embarrassed by the things he says in interviews, but I want somebody that's generally a funny guy. I would like that.
Got it.
Ryan. Search Committee Rye.
Search Committee Rye.
Third, it'd be nice if this hire was a fan of Jordan, because I really want LSU to be a Jordan brand school. If they are, I will be able to get cool custom Jordans, purple and gold stuff.
Got it.
Okay? So Jordan.
Well, you can do customs purple and gold. You don't need LSU to be a.
Yeah, but they get the little check and the little jump man. I want that. And I think Jordan cleats for the baseball team would be fire.
But you could still get Jordan brand. Like, if you wanted custom purple and gold, you could go to the Nike shop and get custom Jordan brand purple and gold stuff.
I want Jordan LSU cleats.
Yeah.
Like Florida has.
Got it.
But they're Florida cleats. And lastly, Matt, I would like this next hire to be hungry. Okay? And this is a serious one. I want them to have a giant chip on their shoulder. Louisiana folks are hard workers by nature. We always have something to prove. And of all the attributes that would be considered an intangible, for me, that's the one that's non-negotiable. I want somebody hungry. I want somebody that has something to prove. I want somebody that is going to work tirelessly, and everything that goes along with that. Sincerely, Ryan.
All right. You know, when you hit the first two, the accent make you laugh. You know what I was thinking?
Yeah.
Who?
Oh?
No.
He made me laugh.
Or made me laugh at a damn thing.
Oh, man.
It wasn't going funny.
I thought he was funny. I mean,
tell me one funny thing he ever said.
Theo Vaughn? Is that who you were thinking?
No, I'm talking about a coach.
Yeah. For the next coach?
No.
Who were you thinking?
Steve Spurrier. But then you were like hungry. I don't think Steve Spurrier's hungry. Yeah.
He might be.
And I don't know if he likes Jordan either.
He could care less about Jordan.
But maybe he loves golf. And Jordan loves golf.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kick Rock's next.
AFR.
We're brought to you by Shawbills Tire and Auto Service. ShawbillsTire.com. 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 Hey, guess what today is?
Today is Friday?
Yep.
Halloween.
Yep. Also the last day of the
month.
Last day of the month.
Mm-hmm.
And over at Shawbills, that means today is the last day to take advantage of their Michelin offer. Stacking rebates. Stacking 2 rebates plus free installation when you use your Shawbills credit card, which is a $118 value. So all in, you're saving $278 off a set of 4 new Select Michelin tires. But it ends today. That promotion literally ends today at all Shawbills locations. So if you're driving home and you're like, I need tires, go to Shawbills right now and get your tires. ShawbillsTire.com, ShawbillsTire.com, Shawbills. We keep you rolling.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
Need security services you can count on? With Veteran Security Services, you're always protected. Locally owned and proudly serving the Gulf Coast, they're not some big national firm chasing profits. They're neighbors protecting neighbors. From petrochemical plants and healthcare facilities to port and maritime operations, Veteran Security delivers reliable protection you can trust. Choose community. Choose confidence. Choose Veteran Security Services. Visit veteransecurityfirm.com.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country, in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6th generation.
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
It's cardio time.
Your face gets red and you're dripping in sweat.
When we went to Mexico this summer, some of our friends, shout out Keith and Danae, we're going to their house for Halloween tonight for trick or treat.
Shout out.
That was their 20-year wedding anniversary, and so they like renewed their vows and stuff in Mexico, and so and a bunch of like couples went with them. And so they had their vow, and then they did like a reception, right? DJ and dinner and all.
Did you request it?
No.
They just played it?
I think Danae, she knew, and so she made sure it was on the.
You're like the Incredible Hulk with this song.
There's a
like,
lot
like
of,
you're a normal dude, and then this song comes on, and you change into something totally different. You can't control your body. You change colors.
The ladies, a lot of the ladies at that were like, a lot of the ladies at that thing were like, why do you dance better than we do? I was like, I don't know.
This is my dance.
Like God's got a sense of humor. Not even just this. It's just
you got it.
It's just rhythm. You know, I don't look like a guy you'd go, I bet he's got rhythm.
When we
I don't
were,
have hair. I don't have style. I don't have a lot of things going for me.
You can't have it all.
I'm not generally a good-looking person.
I mean, you're a dude.
Okay.
You're a hard 7.
You told me that the other day when I walked in the parish office, you were like, look at you were like, look at you.
Yeah, dude.
Look at you.
I was feeling you that day.
You did. You literally came up and you felt me. You gave me a hug and you kissed me on the cheek.
I know.
And you did.
You had it going on, bud.
Or maybe my forehead. My forehead. I don't really remember.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. Anyway, what were we talking about?
I don't know. We were talking about that dance, your dance.
Yeah. You want to know, man, a highlight? I gotta find this video and show it to you. I think I've shown you this before. So, in 2018, when the Pels were in the postseason against it was the Dubs when the Warriors came in.
Okay.
Erica and I went to Game 3, I think. It was a Sunday, and we had floor seats, like right under the stanchion. So, like, the goal, right? I mean, we were, like, right there, which is awesome. But if you've never gone to an NBA game and sat on the floor, like, do it. I don't care if it's a Tuesday night when, like, the Pistons are in. Just, like, get on StubHub or whatever, game time, buy some tickets. Just do it. You'll trust me. It's incredible. And at halftime was DJ Jubilee. Was the halftime entertainment, bro. They brought him out. They had the 6'10 stompers doing the dance. And so I get up, and I'm just in my area, you know, by my seat, and I start doing the dance. Well, somebody, unbeknownst from NOLA.com, is videoing me, and they put it on their social media. The clip went viral. And like millions of views. It was crazy. And it wasn't like because it was me. Nobody knows who I am.
It was, who is this guy?
Yeah, it was just like, oh, look at the bald guy.
Yeah.
Look at the 40-year-old like fat bald guy doing the get it ready dance. I'm like, I know. And then when Jubilee was coming off the floor, I kind of bum rushed him a little. And I got a picture.
I love that.
Yeah. Can't remember if I selfied it or if I had Erica take it. Shout out Jubilee, man. My guy. Not really my guy, but I wish he was my guy. You know, like I wish I knew him.
We could probably make that happen.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. But he's not my guy. I don't know him, but I wish I did. Like I wish I could have DJ Jubilee in studio. That'd be great. I mean, that'd be something.
Muse, did you hear that?
If one day you walk in here and you just roll up and Jubilee walks in, I'm gonna lose it, man.
You hear that?
I heard him. He wants DJ Jubilee in studio. All right.
I mean, we did that one time where I said that, and we were talking about, was it Elt? When Lil Elt came in to get the GAT year, did Elt come in here? Or was he?
No, he did.
I wasn't here that day.
Well, actually, no, it might have been.
No, Fifth Ward Weeby came in.
I know that.
Rip to Fifth Ward Weeby. Fifth Ward Weeby came in because let me find out.
Mm-hmm.
Fifth Ward Weeby.
I thought Elt did come in.
I can't remember if Elt came in or not.
He was playing a show here.
I don't remember. Candidly,
I bet you Muse could get DJ Jubilee.
I bet you couldn't.
Yeah, I don't have that connection. I'm just gonna be honest.
I bet you if he worked really hard, he could.
He could. He won't.
Okay.
I'll put it to you that way. Like it's like sometimes I have to like put out like a navigation, like, hey, try this, right? Try this angle, right? So I could tell him, you say, hey, here's an idea, and like put like a sniffing dog, just point him in the right direction. Then he'd get it, you know. It's like that's I think that's what he's saying is like he doesn't know what connection to start with. Like I'd probably could give you a good connection to start with.
Yeah, I mean, if you
start down this road.
I think that'd be an awesome thing for you to do.
I think that'd be a really cool show.
All right.
Well, there it is then. When are we doing it?
Friday. What if DJ Jubilee was with us next week as our guest picker
next
before LSU
Friday?
Bama?
Guest picker?
Next Friday?
LSU Bama. Be so good. We're at Don Juan next Friday.
Next Friday,
Jubilee
maybe?
Let's work on it. Yeah, for sure.
Tell Jubilee to come hang out at Don Juan Cigar Bar next Friday.
You're the guest picker guy,
that's right.
though. I mean,
He was.
like
not anymore.
that feels like that's
I don't do
your-
that anymore. I
Okay.
only pick presidents.
You
now.
retired?
I don't pick games. I only pick presidents. Okay, that's what I do.
For those that don't know what he's referring to, Theriot is on the LSU Presidential Search Committee.
Search Committee Rye.
For real is, though. Like, is for real on that thing. I talked to you earlier this week. You had like a 9-hour meeting.
It was a marathon. I enjoyed it. I would have gone for another 9. I'm serious. I loved it.
I'm way more like, it just show like let me hear them speak for 30 seconds and I'll pick the winner. And I'll do a good job.
Some impressive folks, man.
No doubt.
Whew, impressive.
Our buddy EJ Kuiper from Our Lady of the Lake.
Shout out.
Also on that committee.
Shout out. He was my seatmate. Me and Ej.
Love that.
Mm-hmm.
I could say, because look, literally right there. OLOL. I have to talk about OLOL right now before we do Kick Rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Our Lady of the Lake Championship Health Partner of LSU Athletics. I don't know. Well, actually, I do know. There is not one entity that gives more to LSU financially than Our Lady of the Lake. They've obviously committed to the naming rights of the new arena, but it's so much more than just that. I mean, it's the Championship Health Partnership that allows their world-renowned physicians to care for LSU's athletes and the students on campus at the health center, and things like the Lake After Hours clinics. And, of course, the Regional Medical Center on Essent in Baton Rouge, or the standalone Children's Hospital, or all the other properties, part of the Franciscan Missionaries of Our Lady Health System. Bottom line is you want world-class health care at home, Our Lady of the Lake. Championship Health Partner of LSU Athletics. OLOLRMC.com/LSU. OLOLRMC is in Regional Medical Center. OLOLRMC.com/LSU. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU together, we roar. And if you don't go to Our Lady of the Lake, you can kick rocks.
It's time to kick rocks with Ryan Theriot.
Kick rocks.
Presented by Ruckus. Kick rocks with shoes from Ruckus. Jones Creek Road in Baton Rouge, or go to ruckus103.com.
Tom Brady can kick rocks. That's a standing kick rocks, but this one's
a perpetual kick rock.
Kick rocks.
Did you prepare?
Yeah. Okay, you can kick rocks for being a middle midget.
Kick rocks.
Costing your team 4 points.
They can kick a whole bag of rocks for that.
Get on down the road and kick rocks.
All right.
We've had a lot going on in the local sports world, but my favorite sporting event's taking place right now. Fall Classic, World Series.
Hockey?
Nope. Baseball, World Series. We've got the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers, the evil empire of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
You played for the Doyers.
I did. Los Doyers.
You played for them and you hate them?
I don't hate them. I just think they're the evil empire. I'm pulling for the Blue Jays. We saw something that we will never see again in a baseball game professionally, much less a World Series game. In an 18-inning affair,
Shohei
Ohtani went 4 for 4 with 3 homers and a double or triple.
Yep.
And then he was intentionally walked 5 times. So he was on base all 9 times.
Yeah, it's
4 for 4 with 4 extra base hits. It gets better.
Cray.
At one point during the World Series, Shohei Ohtani reached base 14 times in a row. All while shoving when he got on the mound to pitch. And I want to give him a hug.
Okay.
And I want to say that if you're a fan of sports or baseball, if you like Wayne Gretzky or Michael Jordan or Tiger Woods or any of the greatest of all time, he is, without a doubt, the greatest baseball player to ever walk the planet as we speak right now.
Since Babe Ruth.
If he stays healthy, which he will, I think. So I want to give Shohei a hug. I think he's great.
All right. Yeah, I know he's great.
Yep.
We faded him here a couple days ago. Hit on all those bets.
Also want to give the Blue Jays a hug, staying on that same...
I think you're missing the point of the segment.
We're giving all hugs today.
It's kick rocks.
Nope, all hugs today.
We got a lot of rocks to kick.
All hugs today.
We got fired coaches. We got buyouts. We got interims. We got governor losing his mind. We got...
I'm going to give the Blue Jays a hug.
Wow.
I'm pulling... Although they had a better record than the Dodgers, they still have to be based out of Canada, and that stinks.
Yeah.
So, and I think they're going to win the World Series tonight. So I want to give them a hug. Also want to give a hug to Mother Nature. Because the last 2 mornings when I walked outside, it was gorgeous. Nala, my German short hair, is having the time of her life.
She's such a pretty girl.
She does the circles, you know?
Yep.
Well, I took her out the last 2 mornings to go pee. And she was so thankful, she just started doing the circles.
In the front of, it should be in the front of the back.
She was in the back, just doing circles.
We don't have any grass back there.
Well, she got a little bitty strip.
Okay.
She's a good girl. Also, would like to give a hug to the folks in my office over at Parrish that participated in the costume contest today.
Okay.
Winner.
Who won?
Was Monica, and guess what she dressed up as?
A golfer.
Richard Tilley.
Oh.
It consisted of some khaki pants that were slightly too big.
Just think Jake from the original Jake from State Farm.
New Balance tennis shoes.
Yep.
She had on 4, count them, 4 readers.
Eyes.
Yep.
Neck. Head.
Yep.
Where was maybe belt clip or something?
Yep. She had on a Parrish collared shirt.
Polo, yeah. Nailed it.
With a quarter zip.
Oh.
Because Tilly loves quarter zips.
Loves him a quarter zip. And we're in that time of year.
It was phenomenal. Anyway, that's the hugs. That's what I got.
Okay.
It was all good.
Shout out Monica.
Yeah, good job. Atta girl.
She's also a total ringer in any golf tournament. So Monica played golf at LSU. And, like...
Yeah, it's not fair.
If you show up at a golf tournament and she's on your team and you walk up, nobody's thinking anything of it. You're like, oh, they brought the girl from the office out to play. And then she's just crushing everybody.
Yeah, it's not fair. We've had to talk about that. Like, you guys need to stop winning. The point of this is not to win. The point is just to develop business and have people like you.
The point is to win and to crush people's souls.
That's what happens. We end up losing work. Doing the opposite.
Shout out Monica. All right, it's after further review. Well, now I got a quick break. I do want to get a thought on Brian Kelly being fired. You haven't had a chance to talk about it yet. Frank Wilson taking over as the interim. So we'll get to that here as we continue on AFR.
After further review.
GLO, glowresources.com, glowresources.com. They are complete employer solutions. You looking to hire some people?
Yes.
For which company? Parrish, T3?
Probably Parrish.
Let's call Glow.
Okay.
GLO, glowresources.com. Because here's what they'll do. They will use their network of resources and their expertise in knowing how to find and vet candidates to match exactly what you're looking for with the perfect candidate so they stay. They have a 96% success rate, hiring permanent candidates. 9.6 out of 10 people they hire stick with the company they hire. Think about that. It's crazy, isn't it?
Crazy talk.
It's an insane success rate. They're so confident that if it doesn't work, they'll give you a prorated refund or find a new employee for free. It's Glow Resources. GLO, glowresources.com.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Mornings with Brian Haldane is the only live and local talk show in the capital city. Get the news from the newsmakers, along with traffic and weather updates throughout the morning. The conversation starts weekday mornings at 6 on Talk 107.3.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Glad you're rolling along with us here. Friday edition of AFR, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Riot Radio Hours. Brought to you by Alpha Customs. Your new whip out there?
It is.
You get it tricked out at Alpha Customs?
Oh, yeah.
Love that.
You know I did.
So Brian Kelly got fired. Were you surprised?
No. I mean, yes, I was surprised that he got fired when he got fired.
Yeah.
The fact that he got fired, I was not surprised at all. It was the craziest thing, too, man. Like, it's amazing how in 15 minutes everything can change, you know?
I'm sorry, do you mean like 15 minutes of real time or like 15 minutes of the game?
15 minutes of football time.
Yeah.
I think that's just the craziest thing in the world to me.
You're up 18-14 at half. Feeling like, here we go.
Yeah.
Got the number 3 team on the ropes.
At home, at night,
like, let's
make
go
a run. Yeah.
Let's go get a stop. You're leading at halftime, and then touchdown, 3 and out, punt return for a touchdown, ball game, era over.
Just that fast. Listen, I think from the beginning, I loved the idea. I loved the resume. I thought the resume to me was awesome. It was everything you're looking for coming from the previous situation that LSU football was in. It was stability. It was accountability in the classroom, on and off the field. It was, great track record, tons of wins, squeaky clean. reputation. And so on paper, it was exactly what LSU needed. And I do think in the beginning it was great. And then this is why you can't hire on paper, though, because especially down here, personalities and relationships are a big thing. And, this is just me outside looking in. You guys dealt with Coach Kelly way, way, way more than I did. I've had 2 interactions with him, and it was fine. We actually talked about the Chicago Cubs. This was fine.
Yeah.
But to me, you're probably going to say, "Oh, it's stupid. Who cares about that?" But it never seemed like to me during the football game he was enjoying himself ever. He just seemed like he wasn't having fun, and maybe that's just his face that he has all the time.
I mean, you can say the same about Saban, man.
You can. Can.
It's just not a fair criticism.
It is. You can say the exact same thing about Saban. But Saban was winning at a super high clip. And since he's been here, I can't say the same.
I don't know
you
why
get a
that
pass.
matters.
Well, you get a pass.
No.
If you're winning, you get a pass.
Well, I understand that, but
winning,
don't tell me
pass.
that it's because he doesn't look like he's having fun. I could argue Saban should have been looking like he was having fun because he was winning.
Maybe.
So if you're not winning, then you're not having fun.
Maybe not. I don't know. Well, then try something different. Look, this is what I saw. It didn't seem like a fit. The yelling at coaches on the sidelines, which Saban did too. I get it.
Everybody does.
Okay, well, I don't know, man. That was my thing. He tried to fit in, he didn't fit in, it just wasn't the right fit.
I hate that. It's the fit thing, and I've said it for 4 years. Please don't, the word I'm going to say, please don't take offense to this. It's just a lazy narrative that people repeat when they say fit, because you don't have to be from here or get the culture or any of that stuff. You just have to win.
That's right.
That's all there is to it. Saban's a Midwesterner. Skip's a Jewish guy from Miami. Dale Brown's from Minot, North Dakota, was coaching at Washington State. Like Jay Johnson's a West Coast lifer.
I get it.
You don't have to be from here. You just have to win.
You do not.
That's all people want to do is win.
And he didn't.
That's the problem.
Right.
So why didn't he win? That's a good question. I mean, my opinion is he came here. Again, this is my opinion. I think that he came here thinking he saw the last 3 coaches win, saw resources here that he didn't have at Notre Dame, which is true. And his departure from Notre Dame, I think, shook that place to open things up more for the next guy, which is Marcus Freeman. He's doing really well. But Kelly won a lot at Notre Dame in spite of their limitations. I think he came here in a transformative time in college football where portal, NIL, rev share, all that's ramping up. And it's changed the way you build a roster. I mean, he said, listen, man, I listened to every word that man said into a microphone for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's my job. Every word that man said. The amount of times he said he wanted to build through the high school ranks, he wants to develop players, and then they'll supplement in the transfer portal. That's fine, but let me give you, what's LSU's worst position group this year? What do you think is their worst position group?
Offensive line.
Obviously. No doubt, okay? You signed a 5-star left tackle in Lance Hurd from in your state. Recruited him for 3 years, got him assigned, got him on campus, and after 1 year, he transferred to Tennessee. Went in the portal, took more money, went to Tennessee. Now, if he had stayed, he sits behind Will Campbell for 2 years. And then this year, as a third-year player, you're starting a former 5-star, you're starting left tackle after watching Will Campbell for 2 years. Instead, you got Tyree Adams, who's, God bless his heart, but he's just not ready to be an elite-level starting left tackle in the SEC. That's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. And you can replicate that 6 times over on each side of the ball of guys that you worked hard to recruit, you think you'd have them, and you build your culture and develop, and it's just not how it's done anymore. And I don't think he knew how to win in the new era, which is why, as we look toward a new coach, my feeling, I don't know how you feel, but my feeling on hiring a new coach is dramatically different than it was the last 2 times LSU hired a coach, where I wanted LSU to go spend $100 million and hire the best coach. Like, I think it's proven you don't need someone there's no active coach who won more games than this man. He's won everywhere he's been. He's never been fired. So he's a elite Hall of Fame football coach. Mm-hmm. And it's not to say he didn't win. I mean, he won 10 games each of his first 2 years. He won the West. They had a Heisman. But the roster, he always talked about playing complementary football on offense and defense. And the thing that has cost him is the lack of that, right? Is that in 23, when your offense was amazing, championship level, your defense sucked. And then this year, it looks like your defense dramatically improved and your offense is cratered. Mm-hmm. And they've never been able to make it match. And I think it's because it's been this moving target of how to build a roster in this era that he doesn't know how to do because it's not what he's done for 35 years. Right. So I look at young guys, young coaches, and it doesn't necessarily need to be, biologic age young. I mean, look at Curt Cignetti at Indiana. He's 64. He's the same age as Kelly. Mm-hmm. He's crushing it at Indiana. Mm-hmm. But I think you just have to be open to doing it a different way and then being proficient at knowing how to build a roster a different way now. And Brian Kelly struggled with that. Yeah. I don't think there's any doubt.
And listen, I think because of all the things you just said, the ancillary pieces are so much more important nowadays.
What do you mean?
Just take a professional structure. The GM, assistant GM, scouting directors, regional scouting directors, those pieces that didn't exist in college football 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I would argue in some professional instances right now that the most important person in that organization is the general manager. The coach obviously is very important. I'm not taking anything away from the coach. But the guy putting that, Brian Kelly's not putting the roster together. He's coaching the football team. You can't ask the head football coach to put a roster together in 2025, 2026. You have to have a high level GM. So, we supposedly have one. Does it fall on BK or does it fall on the guy putting the roster together? Because I'm telling you right now, he's not putting the roster together. He's not. There's the GM that's putting the roster together. And he has his team of people that's putting that roster together. I mean, football's too many players. How many guys are on the roster? 100?
85. 85 scholarship players.
So they got their war room and they got their deal.
You got to manage NIL and rev share and all the how you do it. Yeah, no doubt.
Go get the guys. Now, look, he's getting input. Hey, we need people here. This is the type of players we need. But at the end of the day, the general manager, the dude pulling the strings on the players, I mean, to me, he is what as far as importance in this equation.
It's one of the reasons why I think I'm not.
And we need to have that discussion too, by the way.
Yeah.
On this team. I don't care what your resume says. That should be a discussion. It probably is.
It's one of the reasons I'm not going to close the door on Frank Wilson. I know that's not the hire that would get people excited, but could it work? Yeah, it could.
100%.
I mean, and you'll say, well, he's been a failed coach in the past. Yeah. At UTSA and McNeese where you have no resources.
Different era, too. You just said it.
Different era.
It's a different game.
Where you had no resources.
Mm-hmm.
I would be so fired up about John Summerall from Tulane.
Oh, yeah.
But I know there's a lot of people here who are going to go, you can't hire Tulane coach, which is stupid and short-sighted.
Is he
and
from
small-minded.
Louisiana?
No.
Does he have an accent?
No.
Okay, no, he's out.
Good energy, though.
I like energy.
John Summerall and I are almost like, I think he's born July 5th, 82. I'm July 8th, 82. 3 days apart.
I wonder if he can do the get it ready.
I bet so.
I should have put that in my criteria.
Especially being from there. And you want to talk about edge?
He's got edge.
Remember when Northwestern came down and wouldn't let Tulane wear the Katrina uniforms? And he was like, don't you disrespect the city.
They got smoked last night, though.
Yeah, they did. It's because he's thinking about coming to LSU. I'm kidding. I don't know that. I don't know that. It's yeah, right? I know. Stop. I know.
Who's the best GM in professional football?
I mean,
isn't John Lynch a GM? He's a president.
No, Lynch is a GM. I mean, he's in that combo.
I wonder what those guys make. Let's pay that guy. Let's back up the Brinks truck for that guy. That's what Search Committee Rise says.
I mean, I would tell you, we're going to go. I mean, John Lynch, I think the 49ers, despite all of the turnover at quarterback and keep winning at a high level, shows how good their roster is 1-53. And I think that is a great compliment to John Lynch. All right, we got to grab a break. We'll wrap up with Ask Ryan next.
After further review.
We're brought to you by Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Visit yourgoodwood.com, yourgoodwood.com. Hey, look, they're right there on Drusilla in Baton Rouge, but you can check them out online as well, yourgoodwood.com. Yes, they do ED treatments. I get it. People look at the logo, the name, Goodwood, the steeple thing. It's funny. I get it. They do ED treatments. And not just pills, all different types of things. If you tried pills, doesn't work, they got many options. But they also do hormone replacement therapy, which is a massive part of their business. So what I would tell you is, guys, if you want to feel like you did when you were in your 20s, like, man, what would it be like to get in the gym and just feel that pump and actually build muscle and get strong and to have like a robust libido and to be able to burn fat and to like sleep good at night and wake up and be ready to roll, not just fall asleep on the couch when you get home from work? What would that, you remember what that was like? You want to feel like that again? You can. Yourgoodwood.com. Yourgoodwood.com.
Banking on the go? Our mobile app makes it effortless. But at Campus Federal, you're more than just an account number. We build relationships with our members, supporting you from saving for college to owning your first home. If you're buying a car, planning a home renovation, or a vacation, we're here to help. Campus Federal Credit Union, your trusted financial partner for every stage of life. Start your journey today.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
While Louisiana politics can seem like they're from another planet, Moon Griffon isn't afraid to bring politicians back down to earth. Listen to the Moon Griffon Show weekday mornings at 9 on Talk 107.3.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Diamond. Talk to me now. Cruising down the street. Real slow. What the fellas be yelling? Talk to me now. Cruising down the street.
All right, wrapping up hour number 2. Theriot's here, brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I have good news.
Okay.
Got my community app back online.
That is
EFR.
We're brought to you by South Point Volkswagen, southpointvw.com. New and certified pre-owned in Baton Rouge and online at southpointvw.com, southpointvw.com. If you're in the market for a vehicle, great chance to get by. Hey, today's the last day of the month. And at the end of the month, you always got to meet quotas. So typically speaking, the best time to buy a car is at the end of the month. So, man, they're open late. Get on by South Point Volkswagen like right now. Drive over there, see what they got, or log on to southpointvw.com, southpointvw.com. You can see all the dealer specials that they have going on, and you can search the entire inventory. Tell you every day, if it's on the lot, it's online. It's important to remember because everybody shops online for their vehicle. So you want to see pictures of, not stock factory photos, like the picture of the actual vehicle that's there on Airline Highway just north of Highland at South Point Volkswagen. You do it at their website, southpointvw.com, southpointvw.com for South Point Volkswagen, Louisiana's largest volume Volkswagen dealer. What's your direction?
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
Raising Cane's is our victory meal. Football fans are some of the most dedicated fans in sports. It's a fundamental quality we share, and that fuels every single order of our hand-battered chicken fingers. Wherever there's football, there's Raising Cane's. One love. Let's go.
Every winner knows a great play starts with a solid game plan and the right team by your side. At Sunshine, we're here to keep your operation running strong. From tractors to harvesters, we've got the John Deere equipment you need to tackle every job with confidence. Because when the work's done right, there's more time for the things that matter, like cheering on your favorite team. Make Sunshine Quality Solutions part of your playbook this season and learn more about what it means to be powered by Sunshine at sunnyquip.com.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Children's School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Ed Benkett. The Toronto Blue Jays are one win away from their first World Series title since 1993. They will play host to the Dodgers in Game 6 of the Fall Classic, with Toronto leading 3-2. LA will try to get its bats going and force the 7th game, and Dodgers manager Dave Roberts was asked to assess his team's hitting woes.
You know what? I think, I've been doing a lot of thinking about this. I'm sure our guys too. I think it's more of, all that being said, intent, mechanics. I think right now we got to find a way to win one game.
You can hear tonight's game on ESPN Radio, Game 6 of the World Series. Our coverage gets underway for Toronto in an hour. To football, where the Dolphins parted ways with General Manager Chris Greer. And according to ESPN's Adam Schefter, Coach Mike McDaniel will stay on for the remainder of the season. The Ravens have been fined $100,000 by the NFL for violating the league's injury report policy. The league says Baltimore incorrectly listed Lamar Jackson's practice status last week. Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels will return on Sunday when the Commanders face the Seahawks. Falcons quarterback Michael Penix Jr. will play this week against the Patriots.
ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fit your business's needs. From quick repairs to adjustable coverages and even payment options. Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Quote today in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Let's ride! You can't handle the
Riot Radio Hour.
Let's do that again.
Guess who's back again?
I want some more.
The Riot Radio Hour.
Well, let's start the insanity. Giddy up.
With Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot.
Let me find out you wearing spanks the
Hour 3. Off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Matt.
Love you, Matt.
Paul O'Neill.
They're chanting Paul O'Neill's name.
We're here. Glad you are as well. 5 o'clock quitting time. Glad you're driving home with us. You, Brett?
Yeah, Brett.
It's trick or treat tonight. Mm-hmm. Oh, what's going on at the Theriot? Oh, we'll get to it. I'm jetting out of here. What time does trick or treat start? Is it started already?
I think 6.
6 starts at 6.
6. Are you sure?
Yeah, I think it's 6 to 8.
Okay. All right. A little trick or treat piece. Do that coming up here in a little bit. Got to get a Saints and Rams preview and prediction.
Okay.
Do that here in about 12 minutes from right. I've been what? Muse just gave me like a somebody farted in here look.
Oh no, it's just like that's right. The Saints play the Rams this weekend, and we just haven't talked about it at all.
It's so weird because in a normal week where LSU didn't fire its coach and its athletic director, and the governor lost his mind, in a normal week. This would have been. I mean, Tyler Shuck your rookie quarterback draft pick starting for the first time would be the biggest story here, and it's been very little of that really at all.
Tyler Shuck starting? Let's go. You called that last week, man. Good job.
We'll do that in about a dozen minutes. I don't know that I called that he'd be starting this game.
No, but you said, hey, if you're going to let him play, this is.
Oh yeah, it was. Look, this was like predicting Tyler Shuck was going to start at some point this year is like predicting the sun would rise. I mean, Spencer Rattler would have had to have this team in playoff contention for them not to make a move. Like you used the 40th pick, you were going to play him. Period. That was never in doubt. It's like, you don't have to like it or agree with it, or you can like Rattler, and it's all fine, but. You use the 40th pick on a quarterback. He is going to play, period. Unless if Rattler had you at 5-2 right now, or 5-3, and you're in contention, you're 1-7.
Mm-hmm.
It's your worst start in 25 years. Like, yes, you're going to play the other guy. Of course you are, because you're going to have a chance to pick quarterback first overall in April. Dumpster fire for Nussmeier. It's happening. You don't think it's happening? No, you don't think so anymore? All right, let's pick some games. Hit it, Muse.
Let's do it.
Let's pick our games. Here we go. All right, Paulie, if you would. Let's look at our
he's gaining.
How did we do? All right, your boy went 4-6 last week. You went 5-5, so you picked up a game.
Yeah,
so I'm 49-38. You're 36-51. Stay hot. Did we have a guest picker last week? No guest picker. What did we do last week? I just did it myself. With me and Theriot and I?
Yeah, it was just you and Theriot down one.
Oh, because Theriot didn't bring a guest picker.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore.
You just decided you weren't going to do the one thing I asked you to do? How about Zach Von Rosenberg and April Burkholder, each at 8-2? Dixon McMakin, voice of the Tigers. Charles Alexander, legendary. He was here the week his number 4 was retired, 7-3. E-Rock, Erica Moscona, 6-4. Chris Marler, 6-3. We had a 9 game. I don't know where I lost my brain. And just a couple of weeks we didn't pick 10 games. Kalen Chio and Lexi Zeiss. We were in Nashville a couple of weeks ago. Each went 4-4. It's all right. They can do flips on a 6-inch piece of wood. I mean, it's incredible. Like the balance beam flipping around and handstands.
It's not smart.
Insane.
I don't know who decided that was a smart, fun thing to do. It's not
Gymnastics?
Smart. Yeah.
It's crazy.
The balance beam is not smart.
I love that sport, though. I mean, the athleticism is awesome.
Off the charts.
It's incredible.
It is. I agree.
Like, really, I don't know. I mean, you have to be very small, but powerful and agile. It's a really incredible sport. All right, anyway. All right, Mr. The Ride, here we go. 11 a.m. Vanderbilt is at Texas. How about this one?
Give me Vandy.
You know, Phil Steele was here earlier, and he's bullish on Texas. Winning, covering. Texas is favored in this game, which is odd. I agree with you. I just think Vandy's a better team with a better quarterback. It's on the road, and I don't really care. I like Vanderbilt to win the game as well. Miami is at SMU. How about that one?
That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Give me Miami.
SMU, really disappointing a week ago, but they come home against the Canes. They're a big underdog in that game, SMU is. I think I really like SMU in the points at home in this one. Big spot. I think I like Miami to win it. They had their turd in the punch bowl with their game against Louisville a couple of Fridays ago. So I like Miami here in this one as well. All right, cocktail party. Georgia at Florida, the Billy Gonzalez debut.
Yeah, Georgia's going to beat them pretty bad here. And I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah. Both teams coming off a bye. I just don't think Florida's any good. I think it's 7.5 is weird to see that spread what it is. Rivalry game. Can't tend to be close. Actually, last year, we saw quarterback change in Florida, and then, you just DJ Lagway had the hamstring injury in that game. Otherwise, they might have found a way to sneak out the upset. So it can typically be close, but I'm with you. Georgia, way better. Give me the Bulldogs. Texas Tech at Kansas State.
Texas Tech.
I am
by 100.
I am going to predict the outright upset here for the Kansas State Wildcats. I think Texas Tech has been good. I think they are not invincible. We saw them lose a couple weeks ago in a tough spot where they were on the road. On the road again here, and Kansas State the last month has been playing awesome. Nobody pays attention because they were so bad in the first month of the season. I really like Kansas State in the spot. Not only think they cover, I think Kansas State wins that football game.
Oh, wow.
I do. Mississippi State at Arkansas.
Mississippi State.
Give me Arkansas. I'm going to keep going to the well with Bobby Petrino. He's got that offense playing well. Eventually they'll break through. They're at home. They should get it. South Carolina at Ole Miss.
Oh, wow.
I have 2 USCs on my sheet. That's why I just said that. Are you really thinking about this?
Yeah, I am a little
Why?
bit. Give me Ole Miss.
Why are you thinking about that?
I don't know. I just think Ole Miss is going to do Ole Miss things
Why were you,
at some point.
Oh, like lose a game they had no business losing?
Yeah.
I think South Carolina emptied the tank last week against Alabama on the road. Now you got to go on the road again after blowing that game last week. They had that game in hand, and the Lenora Sellers just literally fumbled the game away. So I think devastating loss after being sky high last week. Now you go on the road again. I think Ole Miss, no problems, beats up on South Carolina. Georgia Tech at NC State. 8-0 Georgia Tech on the road, night game in Raleigh. Is this the time Georgia Tech falls?
Nah, they're going to win. Georgia Tech.
kind of want to pull the upset again, just like with K-State.
You should. You have a huge lead.
It's boring when we keep picking the same. Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah, give me NC State. Yeah, give me NC State to win outright. Oh, best game of the day, I think, on the card. Oklahoma at Tennessee.
Yeah.
De facto playoff elimination. Both teams are 6-2. Whoever loses, third loss, you're out.
Tennessee's going to win this. Tennessee.
Tennessee's pass defense is atrocious. Oklahoma's defense is really good. Defense travels. Give me the Sooners. I'll take Oklahoma. All right, 3 more. This is Southern Cal at Nebraska.
Give me Southern Cal.
Give me Nebraska.
Okay.
I'm taking all these home underdogs. I just think K-State, NC State, Nebraska, home underdogs. I think huge emotional spots where they play sky high. I don't know that I'm going to hit on all these. I love all of them with the points if you're betting against the spread. I love taking all of them with the points. Especially NC State, if you can get the hook, and Nebraska 4 and a hook. I love that. SMU, I think Miami wins that game, but I love SMU plus 10.5. Home dogs getting all these points. That's the way I'm leaning this weekend against the spread. But I do think you're going to see some of these outright upsets. All right, finally, Cincinnati at Utah. We've talked about it all week, Muse and I. Stinky, stinky, stinky line in this game.
What is it?
10.5.
Give me Cincinnati.
I mean, Cincinnati 7-1, ranked 17th. Utah is 6-2, ranked 24th. Utah is a 10.5 point favorite in this game. I mean, I have faded Utah a bunch this year, and I look bad every time I do it. So I will go with the Utes at home. See if they can hold up. No, actually, I take that back. I bet on Utah. I faded BYU. And that has bit me in the behind. But anyway, I'll take Utah at home in this one. All right, it's After Further Review. We're glad you're with us. We're brought to you by Relief Windows and ReliefWindows.com. Windows door siding. Oh, yeah. They do shutters as well over at Relief Windows and ReliefWindows.com. Energy-efficient replacement windows. Beautiful entry doors. Hardy plank vinyl siding. They do it all. They do it better than anyone else over at Relief Windows. Look, cold weather's coming, so you know you're going to have all those frigid temps. You don't want those costly air leaks because you know what happens? That cold air gets in. What happens? Your heater has to work harder to make sure your home stays comfortable. So, reduce your energy bills, save money, increase your home's resale value, beautify the exterior of your home. Relief Windows does it all. Windows, doors, siding. Oh, yeah. They do shutters, too. Relief Windows and ReliefWindows.com. What'd you think about that?
It was a good read.
You like
good job.
that one?
Yeah, you did well.
You like that one a lot?
It was a good read. You're
Me
good
too.
at that.
Yeah, I like
good
that.
at reads.
We'll grab a quick break. As we talked about potential replacements, permanent replacements for Scott Woodward as LSU's athletic director, one of the names that's been commonly mentioned appears to have already removed his name from consideration. We'll get to that when we come back, and we'll get you a pick on Saints and Rams. Don't move, it's AFR.
AFR.
We're brought to you by the Watermark and the Renaissance. Watermark downtown, Renaissance South. You ever been to Watermark, Baton Rouge?
I have.
Have you? It's a beautiful spot.
It's gorgeous.
Voted by you the best hotel in the best 225. Literally Baton Rouge's premier luxury hotel. It is gorgeous. If you've never been inside of Watermark Baton Rouge, the picture of luxury, all the gorgeous marble in the lobby, the original artwork throughout the building. When you go down the marble staircase from the lobby underground, it's where they've got the old bank vaults, because it's the old Louisiana National Bank building. And so they've hollowed out those bank vaults and converted them into meeting and private dining space. Nice. So if you want to have like a private dinner, you could do it down in those bank vaults. You want to have like a board meeting with all the connectivity and everything that you need for power and internet, they have all that for you as well. It's incredible. It's right there at Watermark Baton Rouge. So you want to have an event downtown at Watermark Baton Rouge, call Allison Crump, the event coordinator. She'll take care of getting everything set up for you. It's Watermark Baton Rouge, downtown on 3rd Street. Watermark Baton Rouge.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
Banking on the go? Our mobile app makes it effortless. But at Campus Federal, you're more than just an account number. We build relationships with our members, supporting you from saving for college to owning your first home. If you're buying a car, planning a home renovation, or a vacation, we're here to help. Campus Federal Credit Union, your trusted financial partner for every stage of life. Start your journey today.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
Tiger Country is 100.7 The Tiger. In the car on 100.7 FM or on the 100.7 The Tiger app.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Rolling along here on a Football Friday edition of AFR, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Earlier today, LSU installed Verge Ausberry as the interim athletic director. The search for a full-time athletic director will begin in earnest whenever the new president is announced next week. Who's it going to be?
The president?
And why is it going to be Wade Roos?
It's going to be a really, really, really qualified candidate, and he's going to do wonders for the LSU system.
So there were 3 finalists. The new president will be announced Tuesday, correct?
Wednesday, maybe? I think Wednesday. Maybe Tuesday. One of the Tuesday.
I mean,
or Wednesday.
aren't you on the committee?
Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those.
I think it's Tuesday. I think they said it today in the press conference that it's Tuesday. Anyway, so they'll announce the new president on Tuesday, and then at that point, I think I asked the question about. Didn't I ask the question? Who answered it? Muse, you got this all broken up. Who has answered the question about a timeline on a new AD? There's Ballard, number 2. Timeline. Here's Scott Ballard.
There is not a timeline set for that. The first thing, like Verge said, the full concentration is to find a coach, find the best coach, period. That process has already started, as Verge said, with the team, the athletic department. So that truly is not something we're even going to address until we get that done.
It's interesting. So typically the athletic director hires the coach. Mm-hmm. But what they're saying here is, so the new university president will be installed or will be announced on Tuesday. And then sometime later in the future, they'll hire a new permanent athletic director. But the challenge here is a football coach is going to want to know who their boss is. So that committee that's searching, Verge, Scott Ballard, Carmouche, Bordelon, Kuiper, whoever the next, he said there's one more person who he didn't name, but that committee, who is it? Oh, you know? Are you the guy?
No.
He just winked at me. I mean, I know you're not the guy, but
Maybe
you know.
Search Committee Rye.
Search Committee Rye. Maybe they will have to explain to whoever the coaching candidates are what that process is. Sure. Who's going to be the next AD? Because any coach is going to you're going to want to know who your boss is. Who are you working for? Yep. So they're kind of going out of order here, but unless Verge gets the job permanently. So yesterday, right after the release with Scott Woodward, and LSU mutually parting ways, I gave you 5 names, and I'll tell you this is to tell you how much forethought there was into this. They've already started contacting candidates. This was already a thing. It's like this was so. It's so transparent what's happened here. It's unfortunate how it's happened, but it's obvious if you're actually paying attention. So anyway, Verge is your in-house candidate, of course. There's 2 candidates from the state of Louisiana. Heath Schroyer is the AD at McNeese, and with Wade Roos expected to get the president's job, the McNeese president potentially bringing his AD with him. J.R. Teagues, the AD at McNeese, is someone else who I'm told is a person of interest who's been contacted. And then the 2 other big names sitting Power 4 ADs are Josh Brooks at Georgia and Mark Alford at Florida State, who's from Acadiana, went to Acadiana High. And then Josh Brooks is from Hammond, who went to school at LSU. His wife's from the area. And I was told if the job was offered, there'd probably be a strong desire from the family for him to move closer to home. But Josh Brooks just tweeted a bit ago and shared on social, Georgia fans, with success often comes speculation. Want to address it directly. I have not been contacted by anyone at LSU, but has your agent. And more importantly, I have no interest in any other job. My full focus remains on the University of Georgia, our student athletes, coaches, staff, fans, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, let's go Dogs, all that stuff. So, of course, no one ever talks directly to the candidate. You talk to their agent, their representation. So it gives you plausible deniability. So he can say, I haven't been contacted by anyone at LSU. Sure you haven't, but your agent has. So, and if he's staying at Georgia, okay, it's a great job. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. But it may also be a thing where he's not the primary candidate, but he would be the most qualified, highest tier home run hire, right? A guy that's from LSU, an LSU guy who's a sitting AD already in the SEC at a very prominent program. It's basically what you did when you hired Woodward away.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the Louisiana ties piece is something that it's interesting that you mentioned it. I don't know how important that is from the athletic director standpoint, but if you can get the Georgia guy, 100%. I mean, came in here and I thought hired a phenomenal baseball coach.
Wes Johnson.
Away from LSU. I mean, look, he was going to go in, but I think that was a great hire. I mean, Wes is amazing, and you see what they have going on the football side. So, I think he'd be a good one. But let me say this, and I don't have any inside information. You probably talk to way more folks about this than I do. But Verge Ausberry has been here for a really, really, really long time, and he's been involved in some wonderful hires. And he's been front and center in a lot of those hires. And he knows this process inside and out. He understands the relationship piece. He has done everything you could possibly do from the athletic director standpoint without having the title athletic director. And I think he deserves an opportunity. And if it's something that Verge wants, I don't know that he wants it, but I think 100% he should have an opportunity. And I think his resume says he deserves a chance.
Played at LSU, graduated from LSU, a multi-time graduate at LSU, and has been serving within LSU athletics for 3 decades. So, I mean, he's been here forever, man. So it'll be interesting to see what direction they go. I tend to agree with you. Verge was asked today, by the way, if he is a candidate for the full-time job. This is what Verge said when he was asked that question.
At this time, that's not a concern right now. Our concern is trying to get the best football coach we have here and making sure this department is stable. That's my job. I'm not looking to do anything future from that, but right now it's just stabilizing the department, making sure the coaches and the executive team is okay with everything they do and they're getting our support, and hiring a football coach.
By the way, Verge's son, Jaden Ausberry, plays at Notre Dame. I'm not saying Marcus Freeman will come, but I think he would take a courtesy phone call, don't you?
No, if you could get Marcus Freeman, come on, man.
Could you think he would take a courtesy phone call?
Absolutely, he would.
So you take the courtesy phone call.
I think he would.
And you can't land him if you don't take that for a courtesy phone call.
Oh, man, yeah. If he's even slightly interested, you hop on a plane right now. I'm a big fan.
What if LSU keeps stealing Notre Dame's coaches?
I mean, one of them's got to have to pan out, huh?
That business, they just melt.
Come on.
got Paul Maneri from Notre Dame back in the day.
Won a championship.
Won a natty.
Yep.
Sure did. And when you bring him in, you bring him to Supper Club. That's where you take him, right?
Yeah, you do. You get him some drinks at the bar. You know, get him loose, talking. You know, talk numbers, do a little negotiating.
Yeah.
Then you go.
How does that night go at Supper Club?
I think you go to the bar,
Drinks
big,
at the bar.
beautiful bar, nice TVs, kind of set the mood. Then I think you meander over to your table. The apps, the apps.
What you going for?
I don't think you can really go wrong.
You love the rolls, don't you?
The bread, but it's I do. It's hot, and it's got a little bit of a sweet feel to it. And
burn ends. Everybody loves the burn ends.
Yeah. You know what you do? You order every one of the apps. Why
Them
not?
all.
You roll out the red carpet for this guy. Then after that, I'm personally going straight with the steak, for sure, because that's what you do at Supper Club. Bless you.
Sneezed. Sorry.
And you got to pair that with a good red.
Yeah.
And really get him. Listen, that's when he really starts to say, "Yeah, you know what? I like this place." After a bottle of red, maybe a bottle and a half.
Bottle. Okay.
Yeah, because you want to get him loose.
Yeah.
And then, bro, you hit him with the creme brulee.
Yeah.
They light the thing on fire. Follow it up with.
I know you're going with the butter cake.
Followed up with a slice of butter cake.
I know. Both creme brulee and butter cake.
Yeah. And then
you
you
get
end,
everything.
Yeah, and then you end the evening with a little after dinner drink.
Yeah. What would you have as an after dinner drink?
A little Kahlua and brandy. Maybe some skim milk on top. No, breast milk. Kahlua, brandy, and breast milk. That's what I'd go with.
I don't believe they have breast milk on the menu at Supper Club. No. They may. I mean, they have everything else. SupperClubBTR.com for your reservations. SupperClubBTR.com. Hey, look, it's Friday. A lot of people are out about trick-or-treating. If you don't want to be at the neighborhood, turn your light off, put the little bucket of candy on the front, go to Supper Club tonight. How about that? SupperClubBTR.com. You don't have a reservation? All right. You can always belly up to the bar. 14 bar stools, 7 bar tables, always open seating in the bar area. Check it out. SupperClubBTR.com. SupperClubBTR.com. All right, it's after further review. Glad you're hanging out with us here on this Football Friday. Let's do this. We're not going to break. Come back, preview Saints-Rams.
Okay.
And then we'll do Ask Ryan to wrap up the show.
Sounds good.
Probably get some Halloween talk in there, too.
Okay.
Candy and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's AFR.
AFR.
Love telling you about Rev. Let's Rev, y'all. Let'sRev.com. Let'sRev.com. As a matter of fact, there's a commercial running for Rev that features Parish Construction and Roofing, because Parish Construction and Roofing at our office, we are Rev customers.
We sure are.
Because we at Parish Construction and Roofing love lightning fast internet speeds. 5 gigs of an all-fiber network. How you like that? That's why 70,000 homeowners and business owners trust Rev. For 90 years, local company, local people, local support, backed by the power of a super fast all-fiber network. That's Rev. Oh, by the way, there's Gordy Rush right there. How about that? There was Gordy and Tressie. Because here at Guarantee Media, we also are Rev customers. So why wouldn't you be? At your home or for your office, go to Let'sRev.com. Switch today. Let'sRev.com.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Children's School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Trust isn't given, it's earned by showing up, leading the way, and performing at your best when it matters most. Our Lady of the Lake sports medicine experts know what it takes to improve performance and build champions at every level. That's why LSU chose Our Lady of the Lake as its championship health partner, trusting Louisiana's best medical team to care for our state's best athletes. From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
I trust the lake.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just...
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Yeah, I feel like you lean back in the training camp, all the things that we've done together and experienced through that whole process. Just because you're not starting games early in the year, you're still right there with the whole process. Obviously, those conversations as the week go are really important, just to kind of talk through how we see this thing playing out, some preferences, things that he's most comfortable with, and so I feel like it'll put us in a good position.
Kellen Moore talking about Tyler Shuck. Saints heading out west to take on the L.A. Rams. It will be the sort of the dawn, I guess, of a new era for the New Orleans Saints. We all know the count by now. For the first time since Archie Manning in the early 1970s, the Saints, this is the highest pick the Saints have used on a quarterback since Archie Manning in the early 1970s. Number 40 overall for Tyler Shuck. Saints are 1-7. Spencer Rattler last year lost all 6 starts, started 1-7 this year. They make a change after the turnovers really started to creep in with Spencer Rattler. 6 turnovers in his last 6 quarters of football. So now it'll be Tyler Shuck. However, this is maybe the most unenviable task. You have to go on the road to make your first start against a Rams defense, which is hell on wheels, especially in that defensive front 7. The Rams are 3rd in the NFL in scoring defense. 3rd in the NFL in scoring defense. 3rd in the NFL in scoring defense at 16.7 points per game. By the way, the Saints did not find the end zone a week ago when they lost to Tampa 23-3. Do you care to give a thought on what your expectation would be for Tyler Shuck Sunday in L.A. at SoFi?
I mean, my expectation is not very high. My hope is that he makes it out of the game healthy. That's what I hope for. I don't think he's gonna do very much. A game to start him is probably not this game, but I mean, throw the kid to the fire. I guess we can see what happens.
I can think back to when Jackson Dart made his first start for the Giants. He started at home in a game against the Chargers, and the Chargers had a very hot start to the season. So that was one of those where, and then they were coming to the Saints the next week, and a lot of people thought, why not just wait instead of starting against the Chargers, really difficult game, wait and start them against the Saints, maybe more manageable. Of course, they beat the Chargers, lost to the Saints. So I guess my point is in the NFL, it's hard to time your jump, man. Everybody's a pro, everybody's good, and this will be pretty telling. I hate that you're not going to have Eric McCoy. He's out for the season. And your rookie tackles, or I guess your rookie left tackle and second-year right tackle, are going to be challenged. I mean, you got Jared Verse, you've got Byron Young. This team is second in the NFL in sacks with 26. They have a relentless pass rush, and the Saints are not very good at protecting the passer. And I wonder if this is a game, though, where Spencer Rattler's mobility might have actually served him better. But, again, you're a 2-touchdown underdog. I can't in good consciousness pick the Saints to win this football game. I could look up and down this matchup, and I don't know that there's anything I like. Los Angeles is coming off their bye as well, so they're healthy, they're rested, they're playing well. They're 5-2 on the season. The Saints are 1-7, starting a rookie quarterback for the first time with a backup center against arguably the best pass rush in the NFL. So I don't know where I would look at this as any advantage New Orleans has. The Rams, front seven against the Saints offensive line, huge advantage to the Rams, and maybe even more in particular, the one that I hate is the Rams passing offense, which they're third in the NFL in passing offense against the Saints pass defense, which they don't have a single legit number one corner. Kool-Aid McKinstry has been abused by other teams' number ones, and Puka Nacua now is healthy coming off the bye. So they're going to have their best receiver back healthy. You've got Matt Stafford, who is leading the NFL with almost 1,900 yards. They have a great pass rush against your young tackles, and you're starting a rookie quarterback for the first time, and you have a 30-year-old running back. I don't see any spot on the field where the Saints have an advantage where you could say that's going to work in their favor. Like, this is one of those games where if the Saints manage to win it, it's one of those games where they manage to win it just because it's weird NFL stuff, and everybody's a pro, and it's an any given Sunday thing. And the Saints were a 2-touchdown underdog on the road at, I think it was maybe even 16.5 at Buffalo when they lost up there. But I mean, they had a pass into the end zone in the fourth quarter that would have given them the lead. You had you held on to it, and they ended up losing by 12. But I don't know, man. There's just not a single advantage in this game that I would give New Orleans.
No, but like you said, I mean, it is the NFL. Everybody's good. They're all pros, and anything can happen. Now, I don't think the question is whether they're going to win or lose. I think the question is how much they're going to lose by. There are no real moral victories, but all things considered and everything that you just said with the rookie quarterback starting, I think you can take some positive out of it that doesn't include a win. And that's kind of what I'm looking for. Well, if Shuck if Shuck has a start like Jackson Dart did, you mentioned him earlier, then I think that's extremely positive. Win or lose, and if you can see a bright spot there and you can start to see something, a little bit of a spark, then I think that's great. We all knew starting the season how the season was going to play out. And then the ultimate question is always, who do you take, if you're terrible, with the first pick overall? And, that's what I'm looking for.
Rams 30-17, and it's not even going to feel that close. I think the Saints maybe score late. What you got?
I mean, they're going to score more than 30. I think the Rams will. I think they're going to score. I think it's going to be 42 to 20.
I only would say in the second half you probably see them rely on the run the clock, and try to get out of there. It's why it's going to feel. I think it's going to feel far more one-sided, but the game, maybe the Saints add a late score, probably makes it a little bit closer than it is. I don't expect this game to be very competitive at all, but we thought the same when they went up to Buffalo, and they're right in it through 3.5 quarters. So see how it goes Sunday with the Saints at the Rams, but I think the Saints do fall to 1-8. All right, it's after further review. We're brought to you by Rouse's, the official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints, helping you cover the spread. Saints are on the road. The Tigers have an open date, so no tailgating here in Baton Rouge or New Orleans this coming weekend, but it doesn't mean you can't pop into Rouse's. Of course, you want your beers, your bourbons, your wines, your drinks for the whole family, or you're going to make your groceries. They've been helping you shop and make your groceries for 65 years over at Rouse's. We throw out the website a lot because at the website there's a tab that says weekly ad. So if you're shopping on a budget, you can go hit the weekly ad tab and see all of their deals and discounts and specials on how you can save when you shop at Rouse's, the official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Rouse's.com, Rouse's.com, Rouse's. This feels like home. All right. We have a second here. We'll get to Ask Ryan and wrap up the show here in a smidge. And then I'm getting out of here, going to go do the trick-or-treat thing.
So much fun.
Are you doing trick-or-treat, or are you going to Boots on the Bayou right now?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go home first and then just kind of see. Well, we'll see where it goes. I don't think we don't have anybody trick-or-treating. We may hand out candy.
That's what I mean, yeah. Like sit out on the porch, hand out candy to the kids who come by in the neighborhood.
Man, our neighborhood's really not like that, though. But we'll see.
Just a bunch of uptight rich people?
No, just not a lot of kids. There are a few kids, I think, but I don't think there's a whole ton of kids in my neighborhood.
Got it. Yep. How old is too old to trick-or-treat?
Like 13.
Like 8th grade?
Yeah.
And once you get to high school, you shut it down?
Yeah, I mean, and 8th graders all want to be high school kids. So, I mean, I think 7th grade is probably the last year where you can legitimately go and trick-or-treat.
Okay.
But, I mean, even still, like if 7th graders go, they're trying to make out and do stuff. Like they're not really locked in on the candy. 6th grade's probably the last year where you're really like.
Where I was. I used to get a pillowcase. I go trick-or-treat with a pillowcase.
I was a pillowcase guy.
I mean.
And Joker was about 30 pounds.
Fill that sucker up.
Did
you get home and you divide up the candy, you're trading with everybody.
Did you do like round 2? Did you ever fill up early, go drop it off, and then do it again?
Of course. Yeah. I go different neighborhoods. My neighborhood and my cousin's neighborhood. I grew up in Shenandoah. We go Shenandoah, then White Oak.
Yeah.
Hit them both.
Who had the better? White Oak. White Oak's all the rich people were. They got good candy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get some stingy people, though. That's my advice tonight. Don't be stingy.
Yeah. As we got older, though, Halloween turned into like playing pranks on people.
Yeah.
For us in Broadmoor. Broadmoor was, listen, that wasn't the.
I was a fat kid. I just wanted candy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is.
Trick-or-treating's fun, though, man. You get a pass, dude. You go with your buddies. Nobody really cared. Just go do your thing. Everybody's walking around, costumes.
Yeah.
Probably super dangerous, really.
One year I went as an Aints fan. I had a Saints shirt. I covered up the S, so it just said Aints. I put a bag over my head. Did that one year when they were really bad. It's probably the Ditka era. No, it had to be before then. Ditka was 97 and 99.
Did you say trick-or-treat when you would walk up to the house?
Of course. Had to. Otherwise, we wouldn't give you candy.
Yeah.
Well, and get good candy. Don't get the crap nobody wants.
It's probably too late now.
Because you save like 10 cents. Yeah. Get the bag of the good stuff. Get the Twix and the Snickers and the Milky Way and the Dots and the.
Don't do the little baby thing of nerds.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Don't do that. That you open up and you just like take a shot.
I don't mind. That's okay. I don't mind that.
Nah, I don't like that. Or anything in a wrapper, like any sort of like taffy or.
I like taffy.
I don't trust it.
Yeah.
Downlaters. Sugar daddies. It's just so good for your teeth.
What about sugar babies? I like sugar babies better than sugar daddies. Yeah.
Sugar babies are good. Yeah. They are so good for your teeth.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Despite my addiction to sugar, I've never had a cavity.
It's good genetics, bro.
It's true.
It really is.
Awful eyes. I'm bald. All that stuff. Body hair everywhere. But I got great teeth.
Have you broken a lot of bones in your life?
I broke this finger.
That's it.
Dang,
attaboy, Deke.
I got no hair on my head.
It's okay.
Body hair everywhere. Bad eyes. Well, which is fixed now thanks to Dr. Blake Williamson.
Strong bones.
But strong bones.
Good teeth.
And good teeth. Same thing, right? Calcium?
I think so.
Good calcium. I used to take a calcium supplement when I was a kid.
Can we talk about candy corn for a minute?
Like 1 minute, yes.
I think it's phenomenal. Let me just say
I like
that.
candy corn too.
Yep.
I don't understand the hate.
It's a great treat. I think it's a great Halloween treat. I love candy corn, and I think it's wonderful. That's it.
If you go to the Parish Construction and Roofing socials, there is a video of Theriot talking about candy corn. Not just candy corn, but all the candies.
Oh, yeah, I went over a few. I touched on a couple.
Well, I went around for our video and asked everybody what's the most overrated candy and then what's their favorite candy. And we did a full separate video just of you talking about all your candies. And there's also one in there about me getting pissed off at Joe for calling it Reese's instead of Reese's.
I saw that one.
Yeah. I don't, and people are like, oh, Reese's Pieces. No, that's not it. Why do people lose sight of like how to say a word? Like P-I-E-C-E-S is pieces. The word is pieces, like pieces of paper.
Mm-hmm.
It's Reese's Pieces or Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. It's someone's name, Reese. Reese apostrophe S, Reese's. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Reese's Pieces. That's what the candy is called.
They're all good, too.
Not Reese's. Why do people say that?
I don't know, but I think they're great. Whatever you call them, I love them.
Yeah. It's AFR.
AFR.
We're brought to you by Duplessis Builders, duplessisbuilders.net. Oh, by the way, so I did get clearance to tell you they are full bore right now with their new outdoor kitchen setup. So they can build your big, beautiful custom dream pool, right? You want to build a big, giant, beautiful resort-style custom dream pool, they can do that. They also have a pick your pool option on the homepage where they have ready-made options for starting at $49,000. So you can build your pool starting as low as $49,000 to build the most elaborate pool design that you want, but they also now have their outdoor kitchen setups as well at duplessisbuilders.net. So if you want to build that outdoor kitchen in addition to your pool, they can do it for you. Look at that. My goodness. So many options. Check it out at duplessisbuilders.net. duplessisbuilders.net. Great friends and family of the show. duplessisbuilders.net. Need security services you can count on? With Veteran Security Services, you're always protected. Locally owned and proudly serving the Gulf Coast, they're not some big national firm chasing profits. They're neighbors protecting neighbors. From petrochemical plants and healthcare facilities to port and maritime operations, Veteran Security delivers reliable protection you can trust. Choose community. Choose confidence. Choose Veteran Security Services. Visit veteransecurityfirm.com.
Raising Cane's is our victory meal. Football fans are some of the most dedicated fans in sports. It's a fundamental quality we share, and that fuels every single order of our hand-battered chicken fingers. Wherever there's football, there's Raising Cane's. One love. Let's go.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient. And you will have your pool in no time.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
At Ochsner,
We know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute.
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Down the stretch we come. Final segment here on a Friday edition of AFR. And thank God for the weekend. And I hope this weekend is a little less frenetic than the past weekend. But we all need a little reset, man. And looking forward to it. Halloween tonight, a little trick-or-treat. Get out there with the kids. Everybody be safe out and about. If you're going out to Boots on the Bayou tonight or tomorrow at Lamar Dixon, y'all have fun. Mike assembled a 5-person committee in addition to him for the coach, not for the AD. The next university president, apparently, will hire an AD whenever that person is in place. We expect that announcement on Tuesday. You get to make the announcement?
We'll see. Never know.
All right, that'll do it for us. Use Paulie, thanks. Happy Halloween, y'all. We'll see you Monday at 3.
After Further Review.
Get on down the road. We remind you about First South Farm Credit, firstsouthland.com, firstsouthland.com. If you're thinking of buying land, your first call should be to First South Farm Credit, because if you're like Theriot, you hate hunting on someone else's property. Because when there's like the one big buck, you feel bad. You can't shoot it, right? You got to save it for them, don't you? You've told me this before. There's like the really big, bad mamma jamma that everybody wants. But if you bag that buck, that person, that's bad etiquette, right? It's bad form. So you don't do that. So how do you fix that?
Get your own.
Get your own land. You know who can help you do that? First South Farm Credit. It's where your first call when it comes to buying land is First South Farm Credit. Go to firstsouthland.com. Start there at the website. You want to explore the rural lifestyle? You can do it at First South Farm Credit. Firstsouthland.com. Great investment, maybe. Timber property as well. Ask your CPA. firstsouthland.com.